Welcome in, guys. Hope you're doing good. Welcome in. Welcome in, Kau. Thanks for the first serving and thanks for being here. Hope you're doing good. How was your week, guys? It's been a while since we had a Friday stream. Like, we did not have one last week, so it's been a long time. I know what I want to do today. Like, we've got the new season started in Yu-Gi-Oh! So maybe we try to climb up a bit. I kind of want to reach Master 1 this season. At least try. See how it goes. But that would be pretty fun. So that's one goal I have. I want to try, like, I don't want to just reach Master 1. Because that feels kind of not the best. What I want to is reach Master 1 with vampires or another deck like that. Like, I want to reach Master 1 with a deck that is more me. Not a deck that, like, someone made other than me. So, I've been tinkering with the deck. I'm not the most fond of it for now, but we can still test it out. Like, I added back the Glow Up Bloom. I went back to an earlier concept of deck building that I had with 1-for-1 and all to discard cards in the end and either get the Glow Bloom or the Familiar. I could cut the Retainer to 1 because I don't need more than one of these most of the time. It's mostly to keep the vampire names in a high ratio. But I'm playing around with this. I realized that 3 Allure might be too much for this deck. Like, most of the time I was bricking with triple Allure. So I decided to cut that to 2. Because I'm mostly single sending with this, I feel 1 Zombie World is fine. Like, if I was still doing the Chaos Ruler thing, I could be running 2 because it happens sometimes that you mail your Zombie World, but it's not that much of a problem in this deck. 3 Maxi because Maxi's just stupid. I can't wait for them to ban this card. And I've started running doubles of stuff. Like, I'm even thinking of running, like, evenly in this. But I'm thinking to just, like, turn this deck into a going second deck. But I'm gonna need, if I want to do that, I'm gonna need to analyze the metagame to know what people are running. Because I'm guessing this is gonna be a lot of Dragon Link. So if it's a lot of Dragon Link, I'm gonna have to think of what beats them. So if it's Dragon Link and Sprite, which is probably what's gonna be, maybe we switch this to a going second deck with Dark Ruler no more, Super Poly, evenly, like Board Breaker like that. We say no to Ash Blossom completely and just go full going second deck. That could be a route I go for. Like, I removed the Chaos Ruler completely from this deck because I wasn't using it necessarily, and instead I added a Mud Dragon for another Super Poly target. I could probably, instead of Mud Dragon, add another Garura, but it's like a different target. So for now it's good. Once the meta is stabilized, we're gonna know what we're facing, so we can adapt our Super Poly and our Ghost Fusion target. Because this is basically a free Super Poly if Zombie World is on the field. The problem is, if Zombie World is not, it doesn't do much. So that's what I'm working for now. I'm probably gonna go back to some Goaty during this season. But how's your guys' week going? Like, anything good happen? We're back to flat 5. No, we gotta climb up all over again. It's the climb all over. We're going back. Don't bring me back. But this season, for sure, I'm gonna try and reach Master. At least reach Master, if not Master 1. And that's just gonna make it so next season is gonna be easier because we're gonna start from Diamond instead of, like, Platinum. So that's what... Oh, this hand goes crazy, to be honest. Let's try and bait out the Ash Blossom with this. Do they have Ash Blossom? They have something, but it might not be Ash Blossom because they did not do anything else. Let's try this. We got part of the combo. We could have sent a Retainer. I think sending the Retainer would have been smarter. Now I think about it. Welcome in, Iconic Shadow. They have Imperm. That's annoying. Welcome in. How you doing? Yeah, we clearly should have sent the Banish the Retainer instead. I forget that I'm running more than one Retainer, so now our play is gonna be a bit weaker. But we can still do this here, link those two into Sucker maybe, but that won't do much. If we summon those two there, like we got Super Poly, I don't know what we do with it though. Like we can probably just get Retainer on the field, send the Grace to the grave, then set an Omni Negate. They have something else? What are you on? Like, you had the Imperm already. What could you still be running? That's not another Imperm because there's no other monster to Imperm. Gamma! So this guy's full on, like, Ant Trap. Is that Sprite? But how are you doing, Iconic Shadow? How's your week look? Like, how was your week? Do you have any deck that was hit by the ban list? Anything in special? Wait, we can actually super poly those, but I don't think that's worth it. We're just gonna set here. So we got it with double interruption, so it didn't matter at the end of the day, like what we banish with Allure. Now let's hope they don't have too much still. It is Matmech. We might be able to do this. Like, we can probably, I think they're all Cyburst and Light, right? So we can probably just Garura them when they go for they try to go for their Xyz play. So they're gonna do, what does this do? Add on Matmech. Like, if we stop them there, that's not gonna do much, to be honest. Because they still have so many ways. They still have a normal, so we're gonna let this resolve at least. I mostly play Hero, Dark Magician, and Blue Eye, trying to play Fluffles too. I mostly play Brenda that's needed to... It's mostly Brenda that's needed for me, I think. Ooh, yeah, completely. Okay, so they added a trap there, so I think I'm gonna Super Poly. I don't want them. Let's discard this. I'm mostly coping on vampires. I'm trying to bring them to Master Rank this season. Like, I haven't played too much last season. Oh, he had the equation too. So this guy just had everything. Double entrap plus circular in hand. We can actually do this. Because he summoned from the grave, we tribute those two, resummon Void. It's so rare. But Fluffles, I highly recommend. Like, it's a fun deck. I have not played Hero or Dark Magician or Blue Eyes, but I know they got a lot of support, so that's pretty neat. Let's chain black here. We can rebuild the board slowly, at least, so that's always that. Grace here is gonna resummon herself. Then this is gonna draw me a card. Not the card I wanted to see. I would have loved to see like an Ash Blossom. So they got to catch Shiri. All good, you, me and wife celebrated being together 5 years the 2nd of September. Ooh, congratulations. It's a big achievement. 5 years. 5 years is a lot in today's age. I hope you guys, like, what did you treat yourself with? For me, it's going super good. Like, last week, I had myself LASIK surgery, so now I don't need to wear glasses anymore, and it's life-changing. But I hope you guys treated yourself to something. Like, did you go to the restaurant or something? Did you... They're gonna link into... Splash Mage. Are they going into access code? Like, they might be going just access code, pop everything. It is unaffected. I don't need to negate that. I can't do anything to this card anyway, so I don't need to do anything to this. So targeting this, resummoning the circular, negated. They probably go into the link tree that resummoned the Flash Mage, and then they go into access code. They can pop both of my monster. I've got draws that do it. Like, I've got draws that can get me out of here. But yeah, Transcode Talker. Sadly, Voivode only negates cards that are in the grave. But because they're not triggering in the grave, I can't do anything here. Now they go access. At least they're gonna need to use both destruction to go through. I think we're going for a nice meal. It's tomorrow for you, but because I'm from the UK, it's the second now for me. Ooh. The LASIK surgery was super nice. Like, it's been a week exactly now, so I'm getting back. Like, right now, my view is kind of back to what it was. Like, I don't need to apply eye drops as much and everything. Like, my eye seems healed, but it's mostly like so different. Just for me, I had a big eyesight. Like, I didn't have good eyesight at all. Like, I don't know if you know about what prescription for glasses are, but my left eye was -7. So -7 is kind of really bad. But now I can see without any glasses, so that's amazing. So they're gonna gain attack. They can't attack twice, but they still haven't normal. So do they have a monster? Do they have a normal level? Like, we die if they can normal summon a monster. If they cannot, we might be able to do it because they cannot use the trap right now. So they pop the Voivode, that's fine. They pop the Grace, they put me at 700. And they don't have other pops anymore. Is it gonna be a battle phase? Please? Okay, phew. We got one chance. Please, art of the card. I got some cards that do it in my deck. I've got some cards that can do it there. Please. This guy's to add everything. Can you give me something, game, please? Like, anything. Just anything at this point. Yeah, setting this, but we know it's a trap card that they added, the one that revives from the grave, but they only have one monster. That's pretty good, to be honest. We can play Zombie World. Then, if we do Foolish here, we have some options. Come on, at this point. I got Ash, I got... Like, this guy just had everything. Ash, he got Gamma, he had Imperm, and he had Circular. Like, that's crazy. That's a rough start to the season. That's the first game of the season. Like, this guy drew the 1 of Imperm starting end. Then he drew the 2 of Gamma to stop my plays, and then he had the Circular in hand to start his plays. Like, which is a 1-card combo. 2 Drill, 2 Ash, 1 Nib, 1 Callbind, drop that for Copium. Well, my deck is not good enough to be able to, like, I can show you my deck, but the problem with this deck is that it runs a lot of Garnet because Vampires are not a good deck. I just love them. I love the playstyle, but they're not a good deck. I'm not gonna kid you, like, they really are struggling, and I'm trying my hardest to make them work. I tried different version. Right now, I'm just trying more of a pure zombie vampire deck, but... I'm gonna try my hardest to make a vampire deck reach Master 1 one day, guys. I promise. It's gonna happen. If I need to make a go second deck with only, like, Change of Heart and everything and Dark Ruler, I'm gonna do it. Like, I just gotta figure out what the meta's gonna be. That's a pretty good end, to be honest. If I were going first, this would be full combo, protected from Ash Blossom too. I run into an Arc Fiend deck who's got all the monster with 5k attack level 12. Ooh. Did you win or is this... Aw, is this Exodia? There's a 6-card extra deck, so... Let's see. Is this gonna be an FTK and I'm just gonna sit there? It seems like it's an FTK. It really feels like an FTK right now. They got reinforcement? Maybe not. What would they search? ZX, so that's a Utopia deck? It bait me up big time, oh no! What were you running yourself? Like, were you running Dark Magician or Blue Eyes or anything else? Because I can show you my... I know you said you were interested in Fluffles earlier, so if you want to just like... I can show you my old Fluffle deck. It's not up to date. I didn't update it in like 2 or 3 months, but it could give you like some insight on what to do. Utopia Ray. I feel this guy just bought the Utopia structure deck and went with it. Like, added some card that he has. Because why do that? Is he going into the big rank 10 or 12? I don't remember which one it is, but the one that can resummon. Yeah, this one, the Dragonar. Omni Hero, the least used deck. Alright. I haven't used Fluffle much open to advise for it. Okay, I can show you what I like. Well, that was easy. That was easy. I guess you didn't have a target for this. We take those. I had the game anyway. Like, if this guy was just... Let's see his deck. Was this a structure deck? No, not even. This guy just built a weird deck with destruction. Oh, I know what he was running. That was the FTK. He tried to, like... The plan was to use this Dragonar, then summon Numeron Dragon, detach from Numeron Dragon, gain a lot, and on my turn... He does this again, then destruct poison to destroy this and kill me with Manipulator of Soul. Really an unfun deck to play against, to be honest. If you don't like draw end traps, you just lose turn 1. Yeah, so let's see the decks I have. You're gonna see it's one of the bottom ones, so it's gonna need some updates, okay? So one of my favorite engine in this is Magician Soul. I know some people with Fluffles like to run Eldritch instead, because Eldritch, basically the point of Fluffles is to use Toy Vendor as much as you can. Like, Toy Vendor is your best card in the deck. It's not even close. And it is the best card for the graveyard effect. The cycle one of discarding and drawing a card is fine, but you don't use it as much. The better effect is to be able to send this to the grave to basically search any Fluffles you want. So what you want to do, in my deck I'm not running Eldritch. Instead of Eldritch, I'm running Illusion of Chaos, which is another engine, which this guy, you can send it to, I think, send it to the grave to add back Magician Soul, or just no, you use it, search Magician Soul, then shuffle one card back on top of the deck. So it's pretty good. It works with Toy Vendor too, because you don't need to shuffle this card. So if, let's say, you have this and a Toy Vendor already, you use Illusion of Chaos, add the Magician Soul, then send back, let's say, Fluffle Dog on top of the deck. Then you play Toy Vendor, use Toy Vendor effect, let's send, let's say, the Illusion of Chaos that you have that you don't need. Then you draw, and big surprise, you drew the card that you put on top of the deck, which is Fluffle Dog, so you can special summon the dog. So there's some neat combos there, but the most important effect is from this one. This one can, like, send 2 spell or trap from your hand to the graveyard and draw as many. So it can unbrick you. Let's say you drew like 2 right for Patchwork, you can only use once a turn. So you can, like, unbrick yourself, you can unbrick the droplet, you can unbrick some stuff. And then the better option is if you send Toy Vendor with this, it triggers a grave effect. So you use Magician Soul, you draw like 2 cards and trigger 2 Toy Vendor. That's searching you 2 cards, drawing you 2 cards. It's crazy. So that's why I run this over Eldritch. I could see a point in, like, removing one Illusion of Chaos for a singular Eldritch. Because Eldritch is removal, it could be good, but I prefer way more the draw power of Magician Soul. Yeah, you wouldn't need to make them, because if you're running Dark Magician, you're using the other effect. Like, in this deck, you're not using the effect to special summon a Dark Magician, you're using the effect to special summon this card. To be able to draw a card and discard spells. And it makes Crush Sheep to, or Verte to do stuff. And other than that, a fun, like, deck that I like to run is Royal Penguin Garden, because this guy's a penguin. So you can search the Fluffle Penguin. Fluffle gang, let's go. It's been a while, Blue Pepperman, that I played Fluffles. I was just showing because Iconic Shadows said that they wanted to play Fluffles. So I was showing them a whole build of Fluffles that I was running. It's probably not up to date. Like, this deck could use some work. There are some cards that I would probably change around here. Like, this is a 9. What would I change here? We could see what we can change. Like, let's go into deck edit right here. But most of the time, I'm a vampire player. I'm even more copium. Like, Fluffles are not the greatest right now, but they're still good. With Tier out of the way, their hardest matchup is gone. Because the problem with Tier is that Fluffles most of the time only destroy. Like, they just do pop stuff. And tier just triggers so much from being destroyed by card effect that you just kind of lost to them all the time. Only play Fluffles, Utopia, Onomatopoeia, and Joey Wheeler team deck. Ooh, so Red Eyes or like... Are you talking Red Eyes or like Time Wizard stuff? With the... all the Time Wizard support and the dice roll. But yeah, so maybe I would remove this and add one of the Eldritch board just to have some diversity. Red Eyes, Time Wizard, both. Okay, all in the same deck, so more like anime deck. But other than that, I feel this deck is still really competent. Like, maybe we could add some Fenrir here, because Fenrir is just stupid. Like, this card is just completely busted. You have no reason not to run it in any of the deck you run, unless you don't have space. So what would we run for this? Like, what would I remove? Do we need as many chains? Probably, because chain is like full combo there. But I would still like this, so maybe remove the Eldritch in the end. Like, I really don't like Eldritch. It's not a card that I enjoy playing that much. This is just good because it sends a toy vendor. This is needed. We could remove one droplet. Like, it's a going second card. It's to break boards, but it's not the most important one. And this way, that would probably be how I build the deck today. And try to optimize it. Like, you could probably remove this to add some other stuff. Ah! Thanks for the friendship overload, Cheesecake. Dude, welcome in, dude. We're exploring Fluffles a bit today, Cheesecake. I'm thinking of what I would run in this deck now. Like, we could probably remove this. This was more when I was running into... But this is still good against, like... Labyrinth, so maybe you keep this because sometimes you can make 4, but this could be an underworld goddess instead, like a mummy to link stuff, because you can go with a lot of monsters on the field. But I'm not sure. I don't plan on playing Fluffles today, but that's a deck that we're gonna re-explore one day. But yeah, the decks I like to play, for those that are new in chat, are usually vampires. I like Punk. I like Synchro base deck a lot. So Punk, Goaty, Vampire. I didn't play Sword Soul that much, but I like to Synchro Summon a lot. Poor Skull Summon got smashed into the crossfire. Yeah, like my Skull Summon deck is not viable anymore because that was a 60 card pile and I can't do anything about it right now. Like, there's literally nothing I can do about my Skull Summon. I might rebuild them one day, but I was mostly running them as a meme, as like a 60 card pile meme deck. So I don't know, we're gonna see where it goes. Okay, so we're gonna start with an allure. Let's hope they don't have Ash Blossom. Okay, they don't. Drawing this, that's really bad draws. So we need to banish this. That's gonna Emperor our... Like, our combo is gonna be so bad. So now the question is, if we do this, we can end on not much. So I think you're gonna find me crazy. But because we drew this, we just go set, and pass. This is not the best board. Like, I bricked. I drew double Ash Blossom. I run only 2 of these, by the way. In a 40 card deck, I run only 2 Ash and I drew both of them. With a single of Vampire Domination, which I usually Evil Eye. I feel... add 1 Evil Eye, equip... I feel we can let this go. Welcome in, Captain. It's going pretty good. We lost 1, we won 1. At least my Thunder Dragon Metal Fist pile is still has 4 copy of grass. Yeah. So they banished this one. Add 1 Evil Eye spell or trap. Discarding this. I think now we're gonna Ash. Yeah, Evil Eye. It's been a while since I've seen Evil Eye. Like, I've seen them in replays a lot, but there, I don't know. And Super Poly won't be that good against them because they usually just put 1 monster on the field. I think I don't want them to add the monster. They seem to be struggling to find a play to play, so we're gonna just domination here. Try to keep them up, but now we only have a super poly to keep them off the play field. We still have an Ash Blossom for next turn. They did have the monster, but now we can super poly it away. Because they committed to normal summon, so I think we're just going for it. They don't have a normal yet anymore, and I think they don't have a way to really play off no monster on the field. They're an equipped deck. So let's go for it. Let's hope it was the right play. I haven't played against a lot of Evil Eye, so I don't know. Okay, set 1. Is that the end of the turn? It is. Now we just hope for us to draw a card. Please, any vampire gets me there. That is the worst draw in the deck. Literally the worst draw in the deck, but we can do stuff with it. We normal summon it. And we just hope we don't have anything to really do with it. Like, this was literally one of the worst draw in the deck. Because we can't even link with it. Like, any vampire was good. Uni-Zombie was amazing. Foolish was amazing. 1-for-1 wasn't good, but at least we're gonna punch if we... And now because we punch, we're not even gonna be able to, like, Ghost Fusion if this goes to the grave. So, yeah, Toad is still banned in the game, sadly, so you can't run it. Like, I used to run it a lot in my Fluffle build, but Toad was hit by the ban list that tried to nerf Sprite. So, because of Sprite, Toad is gone. We're gonna miss our Toady boy. I'm sorry. I guess we're just beating them down. I guess this is the play. We just summon this, and like, this is lethal, so that was a weird game. Not the game I wanted to see. Like, I want to show you guys that vampires can do stuff, and they're really not trying to help me out. They're really like on break, they're on strike right now. But we take those? I'm gonna take this at least. But that was not the greatest game I ever saw. Let's go for one more. Other than that though, because Allure is good, but most of the time I'm feeling Allure is not the best. So do you guys know any draw spell that I could run that would be good here? Bandits that tried to nerf Sprite, so the past 4 ban lists, yeah, I know. As long as they don't ban Elf, Sprite is still gonna be strong. Frogs did nothing wrong, been getting hit for other decks for too long. Yeah, you're completely right. What is this? This is a one-off, this is a one-off, this is a one-off. Can I draw my 3-ofs one-time game? Please. I'm running so many 3-ofs, and I'm not drawing any of them. Like, the game's against me, guys. I swear. Bring Dragoon in, please. Konami would never. It's been so long. Dragoon has been out since the start of the game. Like, Dragoon was banned at the start of Master Duel. Stuck in the draw phase. So I'm guessing this is a bot. Like, this is a huge sign of bots if the opponent's not doing anything in the draw phase. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a bot right there. Standby phase. It took them a whole like 15 seconds to reach the standby phase. Maybe even more. Like maybe a 30 second, and now they're not doing anything. Extra, maybe that's not a bot, but it was so long for them to exit draw phase. What took them so long? So banishing 6, what are they on? Are they on Labyrinth? Most of the time when I see Extra, I think of Labyrinth there. Because they don't care about their extra deck? Yeah, I knew it. I don't think this end can beat the full-on Labyrinth board. Why make me wait so long if you had like everything you needed? Literally, this guy started a Godin and made me wait 35 seconds at the start of the game for no reason. He started Lady Labyrinth, probably set 5 and just like passed. And I drew like horribly, so let's hope for anything. Oh, you even drew Ariana. Why don't you? So he's probably got big welcome, maybe dimensional barrier and everything. Like, he's got the Ku Klux, so he's gonna use Ku Klux, probably get the lady, rip a card out of my hand. He's probably have the welcome already. Like, this guy just started crazy at this point. Yeah, he had the welcome, he started the extra, he had the welcome, he had the lady. This is literally the best start you can get. But of Prosperity could be a good but rare draw. Tied to your extra deck. Well, the thing is, my extra deck is really situational. So I need most of the cards, but I could remove maybe 3 of them. But I can never go. That's why I don't go for extra Prosperity as much, because I need most of the time. I can never go for 6. If I go for 6, I just lose too much. At least with this, they don't pop a card. So now they set welcome. They got a big welcome. I don't see how I'm winning this, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I do not see how I'm winning this game. This is such an uphill battle. Going second against a full setup Labyrinth board with the end I was dealt with. Like, this is not playable. So let's try to bait them into activating Zombie World first. See if they try to pop anything here. At least they have the lady there. We're gonna activate Domain. The good thing we have going for us is that most people don't know what vampires do. So they are gonna do the big welcome. They're probably gonna try to pop the Domain, but we're making them use everything they have right now. So they set another trap. That's rough, yeah. Let's maybe do a 60 card vampire zombie pile that you can go Pot of Desire, but that's just a worse zombie deck. Yeah, exactly. Like, the thing is, the problem with vampire is that they really just need a small push. They just need so many eye levels. I always say the best thing they could do for vampire is give them a field spell so they don't have to run the zombie world and the Doom King and everything. Because they need your monster to be treated as zombies to get bonus effect. So what I would make for them is probably... Thanks for the subscription, Aurora. It means a lot. Thank you for supporting the stream. It's gonna go back into the stream. But yeah, like, the thing is, I don't like running Zombie World because I need to run Glow Up Bloom, I need to run Banshee, I need to run Doom King if I'm to run that. So that's like a lot of bricks to start off with. What I would like Konami to do is like give Vampire a field spell that makes it so the opponent's monster are treated as zombies for the tribute summon of my monsters. So that way I could use the sucker effect without needing Zombie World. I wouldn't floodgate anyone either with the Zombie World. I don't like floodgating people, so I wouldn't need to floodgate them. And like, let's give the field spell an effect that is... Let's say discard a card to search a vampire monster from your deck. That would be, if they give that to Vampire, Vampire is rogue viable on itself. Like, they don't need too much. So this is a super janky Vampire, like Labyrinth deck. They just drew the nuts, but this is really jank of a zombie, of a Labyrinth deck. Like, no one's running Arc Fiend this day. But they have 4 back row. We know they have Welcome Labyrinth, but it's offline right now. So let's start doing this first. We summon this here for the extra normal of Domain. Then we can link into Linkaribo. I want to try and bait out as much as I can before I slam down the Unizombie. Because Unizombie might be the only out to this. So we're gonna try to make the most of Unizombie we can. So we can do Familiar here. We remove Domain. And the thing is, Vampire lose so much Abyssal too. And with the meta that's coming, I feel like D-Link is gonna be way more prevalent. And with D-Link more prevalent, it's gonna be way worse for vampires. But if I do, like, I've got so many ideas. If I go for a going second vampire build, I could just run like Bishol with a lot of boat breakers and pray for the best. We could add ourselves the Vampire Ghost here. That would literally give us everything we need. So I think we go for Ghost. Domination's not gonna do anything in this. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do like anything at all to stop them. Now the question is, do we... Because if we go Ghost and they go something else, we just lose. Like Ghost and Unizombie both achieve the same thing, which is not a lot. We could go for Voivode, but Voivode only gets another one, so that's not good. I think I'm trying... The only play I see is Unizombie here. But I'm sure they have something. They cannot deprison there. They can dimensional barrier though. So let's target this one for now. We want to keep this one at 3 if we get a chance to like summon it. Ooh, I didn't expect to get this far. We can actually do a lot there. We send Ghost Sleeper. We might have a chance, guys. They flooded their board, so maybe we have a chance. Do they have the called by? If they do, they're just better than us. They do not. So with this, we can actually do this effect of Unizombie. Send a Mizuki to the grave. Like we do Unizombie again. Target itself now to make a 4. So we're gonna do 4 and 2 to make a 6. We go into the synchro 6 of zombies that they got in the last release. With this, with those two. Yeah, I'm Québécois. Yeah. It kind of tells by my accent, but I'm French-Canadian. Yeah, I'm Québécois. Are you too? Like, or do you just know the difference? Because most people, when they hear French, they think people are like from France and all, but it's so different. Okay. So they add the Ghastly glitch. So this is a really janky, like, deck. I think we can't even Ghost Fusion anymore, right? Because we don't have a zombie on the field. And for sure, like, I just think we lose here. We literally just lose. To the guy opening, I want to see this deck. Because this deck seems so bricky. But for some reason, this guy opened everything he needed. Like, literally everything. Yeah, we're just gonna go next at this point. This guy is more than lethal next turn. The accent was different, and no offense to your French. Your English is great. I've been working on it. Like, I kind of need my English to work. I'm an electrical engineer IRL, so I work with English people a lot. So it's good that I train my English. This was one way to train it more. What is this deck? This is the jankiest Labyrinth deck I've ever seen. But this guy started with this, and he added the Ku Klux afterwards. Like, he was just built different at this point. Nothing else I can say. This guy was just built different. So, right here, I think we need to make some changes. Because that's not working right now. We're really not drawing what we want. Maybe only one allure. Maybe allure is a bit of a bait. We can remove this. Add one pot of extravagant, maybe. Not extrav, because extrav I'm running. You made UA, let's go. Are you having success with them? Because I know UA is a bit of an outdated deck. So, are you finding success with them? I could try. Like, I can always go for the Excavate tree. And the Excavate tree might be good enough most of the time. But I might just, like, I'm trying another build, but I might just go back to a more Vampire Punk build. Because for now, I'm not too convinced with this. Unizombie is an amazing card, but it is just way too slow. Like, you need to wait for your normal summon. If they have anything, like, it dies to Infirm, it dies to Ash Blossom, it dies to so many things. that I'm not sure if I really like Unizombie in this deck. I prefer Xiamin a lot. Because Xiamin, at least you can, like, Italy it out. So we can do 1-for-1 here. Let's hope they don't have an Ash Blossom. Okay, they don't. We are good, guys. We get a familiar effect. And we can full combo there. So unless they have an Imperm here, doesn't seem like it. So I'm gonna add the Grace here. Grace, then we add with Ghost. The other one, we're gonna do full Vampire combo for once tonight. We're gonna be able to do it. Finally the cards were in my favor. So we send a Grace to the grave. We add to our hand the Shadow Vampire. Then we send to the grave the Retainer, which is the one we didn't use. Then we use the Retainer, send the Ghost to the grave. Like this. I did not. What are the decks that are on the trial right now? Because usually, I'm gonna be honest, I don't do the deck trial. Because I find them so obnoxious to do. Like, it's so much for so little that I usually just skip them. Like, a singular pack is not gonna make the difference. Funk is such a favorite deck, makes a Italy one of the best cards in the game. Yeah, I know. And in TCG, like in this, Italy is limited to semi-limited. But in normal TCG, it's at 3. It's crazy. So I can do Ghost now. So the play is you get Sucker on the field, and then you do Ghost. You tribute summon the Sucker here to summon the Shadow Vampire from Ghost effect. Then Shadow Vampire gets you Scarlet Scourge. And that gets you Beatrice, that gets you a draw, that gets you the other one. So you do Grace first, and then you do Scourge second. That is the combo of Vampire. The Red Eyes deck is really good compared to what you're playing against. Oh, for sure. So it's Red Eyes, Obelisk, Blue Eyes, ABC, and Black Luster Soldier. Oh, I see. So like OG anime decks. So because now we summon the Sucker before, we're gonna summon the Grace and we summon the Zombie. So we can draw with Sucker, drawing an... Oh, baby! Now we can do Beatrice here. Before we start doing more stuff, we can do Beatrice with this. Then we send to the grave. We send Grace to the grave to get ourselves to the grave. At this point, I already have the Ghost Fusion, so this one doesn't have a target. We send at this point the Banshee, to be honest. Because we trigger the Banshee, we want to get the Zombie World as fast as we can. Because if we mill Zombie World, our game plan is kind of done. So we just get Zombie World here. Then we do Ghost Fusion now. Because we're so much lower life point than our opponent, we can use the deck to do it. So we do Garura. And with this, we could not have made Pep. I was thinking of doing Pep, but I don't think I can here. So we send this and we banish Shang-Chi from the deck. So because Shang-Chi was banished, it resummoned itself, it sends to the grave again, gives us another 6. That's basically the game plan of the deck. So we use Shang-Chi here, we banish. At this point, I kind of want to banish the Shadow Vampire because I can always get it back later on. We get a Shang-Chi here. Then Shang-Chi is gonna send to the grave. We are gonna send... We could send, actually, I think at this point, we send a Glow-Up Bloom. We lock ourselves into zombies, but we don't plan on doing other stuff than zombies at this point. So we send a Bloom, we summon the Voivode. Because the Doom King we're gonna send with Beatrice next turn. So we summon the Voivode, we summon it here, that's an Entrap negate. Then we can do Wolo with those two. We kind of died to Lightning Storm, but Lightning Storm, but we got a Domination. We should be fine. And we keep one spot open. Like, we got a Mizuki that we could use, but we don't do much with it. The extra deck is so tight that I don't have space for Yuki-Onna in this. So that's why I'm not running it. We can go end phase here, put this on. So in the draw phase, we do Beatrice. Dark Ruler no more. Well, Dark Ruler is not too bad because I got a trap card that can negate Dark Ruler. So Dark Ruler would still, like, I could still play through Dark Ruler because I think Dark Ruler is only monster effect that cannot be chained, right? So I would still be fine. We send the Baylor Drug to the grave. Then Baylor Drug's gonna resummon itself during the standby phase. We draw a card from Sucker here, so that's amazing. And so our board is a Wolo that is a graveyard kind of trap. We got an Ash Blossom, we got a Super Poly, we got a Numbly Negate, we get a Negate. That's a good follow-up for next turn if they are able to break this board. Yeah, it's only monster effect. It's not like Super Poly when nothing can respond. Is that another Labyrinth? If I'm starting to run into a lot of Labyrinth, I might switch to like a going second deck. They banish 6. I don't think I can allow them to draw 2 there. Because if we allow them, that's gonna be so bad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Lab again. And look, we're gaining attack. We could even, like, get rid of their extra, like, get their extra for us. Now Desires. Maybe that's not Lab. They're really searching for something, but at this point, I don't want to negate this one. I feel my domination is way better used. Okay, so we're gonna need to fire up the domination of this. So it seems they're a board breaker. I would not be surprised if they kaiju me at this point. Because from what I see, this is like just board breaker and draw spells. Yeah, like going second Grin Magi or something. Or just going second Numeron that they don't care about their deck that much. They just want to see the Numeron combo. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Why kaiju this one? This was the worst kaiju target they could have chosen. Like, get rid of Doom King, get rid of Voivode. Both of those do something. Why did the Sucker? Like, that's literally the worst target you could have used there. Okay, I don't know what they're going for now. Setting 3, it was literally the worst target. Because if they even kaiju'd my Doom King, I couldn't resummon it because the Gamma Seal would have been on the field. And the main... Is this only the main phase? No, because we could... Oh, I've got a plan, guys. We're gonna wait for the end phase. Then we use Wolo. Send 2 to the grave. We're gonna use their own cards against them, guys. We set the Duster on our field. Then we use Doom King. We're gonna see what they're playing now. Oh, I love this. I love Wolo so much as a card. Wolo is such a fun card. We banish 1 card. We banish just... What are you? It is Grain Magi. They tried to bait me. And they surrender. So it was really just board breaker Grain Magi at this point. I still don't understand their kaiju that they use. Like, they could have used so much more, but... can we guess what their back row was? Because they were on this. Kaiju, so they were on all this. They might have set summon limit, maybe a trap trick. They were on the Banquet of Millions stuff. Okay. So we know they didn't have evenly or else they would have used it. Don't think they understand zombies? Probably not. Like, I don't expect a Grand Magi deck to read cards. Double Nib, 1 LS, 1 TTT. I could probably run TTT in this. The problem is, like, TTT would be better in a going second build. I tried it before. The thing is, if they stop my normal, I'm kind of screwed. So even if I can draw 2 or steal their monster, I don't have much to go. It's like they did a crossout package, but didn't that crossout? Yeah, like they added every single end trap they could to try and play around crossout, but they forgot that they need crossout there. Now what do I lose to? The thing is here, like the highest end board I can go to is normal summon Unizombie, pitch the familiar, and do this vampire combo that way. This gets me the most mileage from my bot. The thing is, this play lose to a singular imperm. So the problem is, do we believe they have imperm? If they have imperm, I can play ghost instead, send a familiar to the grave, so that even if they have imperm, I can at least still do the vampire combo. They simply won't have imperm. I trust you. I trust you, Couch. If I lose this, it's on you. So we target this. They have something. I think they have imperm, guys. They have Avnis. So this guy's on pure Tear Element Copium. What do you make on Tear at this point? What did they hit? They hit a fusion. They're just better. They did hit a fusion in the end. So they're gonna get Kid Kalas. Kid Kalas is gonna get them a card. They can go into Root Kalas here. That's really annoying. Oh? Oh, this is a fusion substitute. Tool exchange here, yeah. So they go straight into Root Kalas. Okay. We can probably do familiar here. Like, we can bait. Skill issue. Welcome in, Galaxy Dreaming. Yeah, they're full coping. Like, they can use Root Kalas there, but that's their only interruption this turn. So, what do you do? Yeah, they negate, but I got other stuff I can do, my guy. Like, I literally have the keys to the kingdom right now. Because now I do Retainer. Retainer, send Ghost, because Ghost gives me another normal. We summon the Retainer here. Like, I think we win this, guys. Like, they for sure should have made Kid Kalas there. They have the Ash Blossom too? Like, this guy started Avnis, Ash Blossom, and everything. At least we still have the Unizombie effect to send from deck. That effect I didn't care too much. We're gonna keep the Unizombie at 4 because we need to do the Synchro here. So we are gonna send, at this point, I kind of want to send the Ghost Sleeper. Like, let's start with the Ghost Sleeper to get ourselves... He's clicking button for sure, yeah. He's just saying yes to everything. Like, the best play for him there was for sure to make Kid Kalas first, because he could get another tier in rotation maybe or stuff. Like, I got the Ghost here. I think I'm still going for this first, because now there's not really an interruption he can do. So we go Immortal Dragon. Immortal Dragon dumps the Banshee to make Zombie Weld. Is it something he has? Please tell me it's not. So we send a Banshee. Banshee triggers Zombie Weld from deck. Then we can Ghost Fusion. We still have the normal too, guys. Like, keep in mind, we still can normal summon. So on this board, we can end on Voivode. We can even tribute summon this stuff. Like, CC, I'm gonna show you the power of what I can do here. We can tribute summon the Root Kalas and leave them with nothing. So we make this guy using this one here. And then we send from deck the Chenshi again. So we summon this here. We gotta remember we're turn 1, so we cannot attack though. But we do this. We do Shang-Chi here. Shang-Chi is gonna banish. At this point, I don't want to banish this one because it can resummon itself. I don't think I'm gonna need the Ghost Sleeper anymore. Like, it's got another effect, but it's like a niche effect that you don't use often. The effect is to get a level 4 or higher banish zombie monster from your banish zone to your end again by discarding a card. So it's fine, but it's really not the greatest. Now, if we do a revive, it's either we go Glow Up Bloom, but Glow Up Bloom would leave me without a way to get myself anything else. So I think we send to the grave. Oh wait, if we do like send Grace, we can do like we send Grace to the grave. We do with those two the Sucker, then we do the Vampire line with Shadow Vampire that we did before. We can end on Beatrice still. I think that's a play. I'm playing around, guys. This might not work out, but we are testing stuff out right now. Because the other play would have been to do Beatrice, which would have worked too, but I kind of want to do that first. So we do Sucker here. No, I do not play Speedroid. I would be open to try them one day because they seem to be a fun archetype, to be honest. But for now, I haven't tried this try. Like, I love myself some Synchro deck. I'm gonna try them all one day. So we're gonna Tribute Summon. Let's say they're Root Colossus. I don't like it. Get out of my sight. So we do this. Then we... Vampires remind you of it. I could go for them one day. So we get ourselves this now. We get this. We can do Grayseer. And because we have another vampire now in the grave, and we did not use this effect, so we're gonna be able to search Voivode too for next turn. So we summon this guy here. We're gonna draw with Sucker. So drawing this guy triggers. Or did we trigger this already? We did not, so we use Familiar now. We're gaming so hard there. We're gonna be able to end on like a Voivode in hand. We don't have a Ghost in grave, but we're gonna be able to send a Ghost. It's got a huge buff with Kashira, so it can do a lot more. Ooh. Because I know Speedroid were fine, but they weren't the greatest at all. So we can do Beatrice here. Welcome in, Biggie Mitchell. How you doing? How's your day going? Are you having fun with the new season? Anything good happening? Did your deck get destroyed? That's the thing I gotta ask people. Like, did your deck get destroyed by the ban list? Because I know a lot of people had their deck, like, completely destroyed there. We could even, like, steal their monster. Like, look at this, guys. I got a plan. We can send to the grave. At this point, we can send a Ghost. Because we want the Ghost for... Do we want even? Because we're not gonna have Sucker in the field anymore if I do what I want to do. So I think we just send Mizuki at this point. Then we do this here. With count as 2, count as 1. You had to delete your Adamant's video deck and Flu deck for a consecutive hit. Yeah, it's rough out there. So we resummon this. Gimme! It's mine, it's my Root Colossus now, and it's not negated even, so I can just like take it. We are probably gonna go end phase here. We put this on. We got a Maxi, we got a Doom King for next turn. We have everything, to be honest. Like, I don't think they can come back from this. Root Colossus is gonna stop them from summoning from grave too. The only bad thing is we don't... I think the play, now that I think about it, was send a Ghost to the grave so that I could, like, summon the Voivode on their turn. That probably would have been better. They have something. Do they have an Ash Blossom? Do they run Ash Blossom right now? They have. So that's the second Ash they have? Let's see if they can make anything. We're gonna Maxi now, see if they have anything. But if they can't out this board, like Zombie World is really hard for them to out. And then we got the Maxi. We got follow-up next turn. So if they don't kill us this turn, we're Gucci. Like, we can for sure play into their board next turn. They started Rhino hard, so their end was really cracked. Now they use this. We can do Root Colossus here to negate the summon. To try. Doing well, just started MD and my deck seems to be fine hybrid of zombies and vampire, but I wanted to make a new deck, but couldn't choose between Dragon Maids and Dream Mirror. Ooh. So you made the mistake of trying to play vampires as a new player. Vampires are so bad, so they make IP here, but IP does not trigger their card. Like, I don't think they know how IP works. Let's go! This guy opened crazy and we still broke the board. Let's go. How much copium was this guy on? Yeah, Dragon Maid is way better. Like, if you go, I would say I'm a fervent advocate of zombies, of vampires, because I love them. But I know, like, I think you guys are back from ads. I'm sorry about the ads. That's the minimum amount I need to play so people don't have pre-roll when they join in. So I hope it's not too much. But if I go back to what I was saying, like, I see you've made the mistake of making vampire. I love them. I love my boys vampires, but they're not the greatest. I would say if you're starting off and you want a deck that is more competitive a bit, you could try to go for some like punk zombies, because you should have a lot of them. That's a really good deck, but for sure Dragon Maid is better than... at the same time, I don't think Dragon Maid is that much better than vampires. But this guy was on huge copium with triple goddess, so 4 fusion substitute. He's really scared of like not hitting his stuff. Welcome in, Nick. Dreamer is expensive and not as good, but Dragon Maid... yeah, Dragon Maid is super cheap. So if you want to just try the deck out, Dragon Maid is gonna be super cheap. And if you want to, like, you can mix it up. Like, you can mix up Dragon Maid with Bishul, you can add some stuff. Dragon Maid is a pretty good deck. But yeah, you can see this is the build I have for vampires right now that I'm running. It's pretty good, but it's still dying to a lot of stuff. And for some reason, my opponents always draw like double Ash, double Imperm, and everything like that. So it's really rough. But I've made other builds of vampires over the years. So if you ever need any vampire advice, like this was another funny build. This is not a good one. I don't recommend anyone playing this deck. This is really bad. This one was pretty good. It was running pretty good. I want to re-explore Punk Vampire at one point. But this was probably the better version of the deck that I made. Like, this probably was the one that was the most explosive, the one that made the bigger end board, and that was the less susceptible to end trap. So I would maybe go for this one, maybe tweak some stuff, maybe remove one alert to only have one. Welcome in, Mana Seeker. I hope you're doing good. How was your week? Expand on Dragon Maid for Dragon... yeah, exactly. Like, Dragon Link IMO... Dragon Link is gonna be the best deck in this season. Because of all the hits, like, Sprite wasn't hit too badly, but it still got a hit to their power level. Bishul D-Link literally received 0 hit. Like, D-Link is still at the same power as it was. They have Chaos Ruler, they have everything else. D-Link is gonna go crazy. So I feel D-Link is gonna be good. You can even evolve, like, the Dragon Maid into a branded list too. It could maybe, but I don't think it's that good because Grass is at 1 and you've only got one Ishizu Miller, so I don't think it's playable as much anymore. Do you mean DM for Dark Magician or Dragon Maid? Because I don't think Dragon Maid will ever be nerfed. Like, unless you're using some Bishul that might get some reduction there. Like, Dragon Maid of themselves will never be nerfed, I think. Because it's a pretty fair deck. It's not too unfair. It's really not topping anything. Like, it's a rogue deck at best. Just like my vampires. My vampires will never get hit unless it's scarred like Chaos Ruler that I might run, or Barone, or Beatrice. Like, those cards might get hit, but it's because they're generic. But, like, you're never gonna see them ban Shio. How do you write that name? Like, you're never gonna see them ban Shio. Because it's so specific. Like, I don't think they're ever... like, in the whole year that Macedol has been up, and Dragon Maid was way stronger at the start. And Dragon Maid has never been nerfed. Deltarine expanded as it flew for the 9th time consecutive. No! Coucher really being, like, hammered there. 3 Robins is too powerful. Yeah, I think you need to be only allowed to run Eglin as a flu under his card. You shouldn't be allowed a Toucan. Like, it's way too strong. And no Rabina either. Like, it ain't no way. Yeah, Dragon Maid. I know someone who plays a lot of Dragon Maid, and I've seen them play. It's such a fun deck to watch play. We have the same dilemma here, guys. Do they have Imperm or not? I'm gonna trust you guys. Do you feel in your guts they're on a 42 card decks? So do you feel they have Imperm? Okay. So we're gonna go for the safe play instead. Had a good season start, let's go. What rank are you right now? I think I could become the Dragon Maid guy if I make it big. Let's go. Well, it's the thing. Like, I made my... Like, I love vampires. I know they're not good, but I want to make them go to Master 1 just because I believe in them. So we're going to play it safe. If they have Imperm, we're playing around it. If they don't, we just make our end board a bit weaker. They have something. Max Sheesh. Okay. That's still bad. The thing is, I don't know how much I want to play into... Like, I could even just go get an Omni Negate and pass. Because I play really bad into Maxi here. So if we do Retainer, Retainer sends a Grace to the grave. And we just set the Omni Negate. That might be good enough. I think that's what I'm going. Like, I think that's what I'm going for. It's not the best thing, but we at least only make their Maxi go even. Unless they have an Ash Blossom now. If they do, we kind of need to extend more now. They have something. They drew the Ash Blossom. I hate them. I hate them so much. Oh, why is Maxi a card? I know they drew the Ash Blossom, because if they did not, they would have Ash the Ghost. But no, they had to draw the Ash Blossom from. So we're just gonna go set the Zombie World. We cannot play into Maxi, because if we do, we're gonna lose. So let's hope we don't die. I just hope. Like, have you seen that Maxi was 94% usage rate in decks? Like, when will Konami wake up about that card? It literally stopped my turn. Oh, and they started Fenrir. I'm pretty sure I lose here. Like, I don't see how I win this game, guys. They had the Fenrir, so what are they on? So this guy had Maxi. Yeah, we're just gonna go. They had Skulker back Joker. We're just gonna go next. I'm not gonna sit around with this. Ain't no way. They're gonna do full Pendulum combo. It's just so tilting. Like, it's not a thing. Maxi in itself is fine. But it's mostly that Maxi draws you other entraps. Because I'm pretty sure he did not have the Ash Blossom. Because if he did, why let my ghosts happen? Like, why let Vampire Ghosts happen if you add the Ash Blossom in hand? So I'm sure they used Maxi. Then I summoned the Ash and... Yeah, they were running Imperm too. But they just drew better. Like, they drew the Skullcrabat, they drew the Fenrir, they had Maxi, and they drew the Ash of the Maxi to stop my Omni Negate. Like, it just annoys me when Maxi draws you another end trap. At the very least, Maxi should prevent you from using any other card from the end. Like, you know how the time-stealing Morganite, the card in the TCG that gives you an extra normal and an extra draw every turn, but you can't use any other effect from end? I feel that if you Maxi someone, you should have a restriction that for this turn, you cannot use any end effect at all. So you can't use any other end trap. Sure, you get card advantage, but at least you can't, like, draw into other end traps. We're gonna start with Unizombie. Unizombie send targeting itself, send the Banshee. We got a playable end here. We're gonna start with Banshee. They don't seem to have an end trap. They are running a 13 card extra deck, so that's saying something. We can do Unizombie here. Unizombie target itself, send to the grave. That's not a Nash. So they have something which is not an Ash. Well, I think, I'm gonna be honest, Galaxy. I don't think I've made Pep at all since I was playing this version of the deck. Like, it's there as a backup, but this deck doesn't make Psychic Hand that much. Because it doesn't have the tuner, it doesn't have the punk engine, this one, so it doesn't make Pep. Lies, I can go to my replays, like I've got it here, but I haven't made it. They did that, why? They had Ash Blossom, and they literally said, Unizombie effect? Nah, I'm not gonna Ash Unizombie. What is that? Ain't no way I'm ashing that. I'm gonna ash the other cards. Flan doesn't want it banned. Well, I don't want it banned. That's not wrong. I do not want Maxi banned because... not Maxi, I mean... I'm saying lapses now. I do not want that card banned because I feel Psychic Can is... No, I don't love Maxi. I hate Maxi. 11 can be made, like, if I get Unizombie, I can make it pretty easy sometime. I get 8 on the field, like, Unizombie plus any 8 that I can make is Psychic Can, so it can be made. And I pay a lot of life points, so it's fine. It's like a backup strategy. So we're gonna send the Ghost Mourner, then we get ourselves the Ghost Fusion. I started to love this card. Ghost Fusion is such a fun card. I just can't wait for Konami to actually give zombie player a zombie monster that is worth summoning from this. So sadly, we drew the Shang-Chi, so we're gonna need to use it from end, which is really bad, but... Did you know Flan writes fanfic about Maxi? No! Don't make stuff up, not like this! I don't think I'm resummoning Voivode this turn. Because what is our end board? Like, we can get the... we don't have another vampire, so maybe we just banish a Ghost Sleeper. I'm thinking, do I want to resummon this? I can make Beatrice here with this and Shang-Chi. I sent to the grave the Mizuki. Then with Beatrice, I sent to the grave... I was thinking banishing the Voivode to add it back next turn, but it's a bit too slow. A new Dragon Maid fusion card would be cool. It would be cool, to be honest. Like, I think Dragon Maid needs some love too. It's been a while since Konami did anything for them. So we can send Mizuki here. Like, let's send Mizuki... Dragon Maid Link. Like, they're gonna get a Link one, right? That's what every deck boils down to these days. Like, every deck gets a Link one that's busted, that does everything for the deck, and then you just, like, need to ban it a week afterwards. Like, look at every single Link one in the game, and look how many of them are problematic. Like, Madolche Link one when... Like, look at Striker Dragon, which is crazy. Look at... And now, if we send to the grave, it's either like, they Ash Blossom this turn? So we could summon... Oh, I gotta play. We send a Glow of Bloom. We're gonna lock ourselves into... zombies, but that's fine. We did everything. Traffic Sarah, yeah, Traffic Sarah is crazy. Like, Traffic Sarah is crazy, but it's not busted because the deck is slow enough. But like Meow Meow Moo is crazy, it needed to be banned. There's the like every single one that every Link one that does anything is a problem for the game, in my opinion. Me when Spider's actually better than God, yeah. So we get a Voivode back, so that's an End Trap negate. Then here we can make 6. We could actually make Pep here if we wanted to, but we can make with Sucker and those two. Like, we set up our board, so we draw from Voivode. We have the Voivode on field. I'm not gonna make Pep this turn. That's not this turn. We do Mizuki now to extend. Then Mizuki resummons the Voivode. Then Voivode gets us a draw because of Sucker. Then next turn, we're protected from Ash, so we can do Beatrice to send the Doom King. Getting ourselves a call by is really good, to be honest. So we turn this to on, we go end phase. So in the draw phase, we do Beatrice again, send to the grave. Get another draw from Sucker. We got an Ash Blossom already. Like, our end is looking good here. Then we do this. We're protected from Maxi. We're protected from a lot of stuff here. So we send to the grave. We lose to a Bishul, kind of, because we cannot sub any Bishul here. But they're not going to have a Bishul. Battle phase response. No, don't bring that to me. Don't scare me like that. Don't. No. Don't bring that evil in my house. We're gonna do this. I could not get the Vampire Omni negate, so I'm vulnerable to evenly here. There it is! Why is now? Just stunting me at this point. Like, that's a card I would have wanted to stop evenly. Please, please, please. No, no, no! Couch, what did you do? What did you do? Couch, what did you do? Why? Why do this to me? I guess we get rid of this. We get rid of Doom King. I think I'm gonna keep the Voivode because at least that's a negate. You brought that evil in my house. Why did you do this? At least we still have an Ash and we have a Voivode. That's probably the better play we could have made. Like, Doom King's not gonna resummon itself. We only run one Zombie World. So if we are to get rid of Zombie World, I might as well get rid of Doom King. It is Trap Tricks. So we are gonna Ash Blossom this. Let's see if they got anything else there. I'm so sorry. It's all your fault. So we only have a Voivode now. You predicted the Trap Tricks too. Are you in this game? Are you all... ATL Red Ranger? Is that your alt? So they're gonna make Sarah here. Can they make anything else? That's me, man, of course. You're stream sniping. Oh god, they started with everything too. Like, I just lose here. Because if they find a way to punch over Voivode, I just lose. Because now they get a trap card that can special summon as a monster. Yeah, this one. Olutea, then they use Olutea, they summon this, they go into Murmello, then Murmello gets them another trap. Like, I think I just lose here because they're gonna set trap cards. I'm gonna be playing so much from behind. I still have the Unizombie, but that's gonna be rough, guys. That's gonna be real rough there. At least I got this kind of grave, which says that when your zombie monster is destroyed by battle, so if they punch over Voivode, yeah, Gravedigger is gonna be rough here. Like, evenly, it is really bad. So Royal, we know why. We know why they play this deck now. They got a Royal Pingikula. That 2k still means a lot. Yeah. 2k damage in my deck, like, I hit myself a lot. So 2k damage is a lot of damage for me. That's a sick royal. I'm not gonna lie, it is a sick royal. So summoning Dionea. What does this one do? Okay, special summoning another one. So he's getting another rank 4 maybe? Maybe Reflesia? But they don't have a way to punch over right now. They need to find a way to punch over my stuff. Yeah, they just threw every single thing they needed. Like, I'm telling you, I'm cursed in this game. I need to play the most broken deck to be able to climb because my opponents are always open to crazy. So Reflesia doesn't do much here. They still cannot punch over my Voivode, and I can just, like, punch into the Reflesia and play afterwards. Like... Does this one has an effect that gain attack? Because for now, I don't see how they... Yeah, it's end phase. They don't have a trap card. I can just punch into Reflesia, then summon Unizombie, and I'm fine, I feel. That would have been great one turn earlier. If only the cards were reversed. I think I don't want to play into a trap hole, so I'm just going to go battle. They can be destroyed, right? Oh, no, they can't. Oh, that's a problem. That's a real problem, because now because of Garden, they cannot be destroyed. What do I do there? Do I go? Because Uni Zombie's gonna be trap hold probably. It cannot be bottomless. I think I still need. Yeah, I think the link tree could have beat over, right? Okay, they don't use this. I could just go Pep here maybe, but I don't want to. I want to keep my Vampire on the field just to be able to... Oh, they're unaffected. I can target them. So I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna send to the grave. Right there, we can send not much, to be honest. Like, there's not much left in our deck. There's not much gas. We can send the vampires if we want, but it's just playing into Gravedigger at this point. Like, we don't want to get rid of the domination. So, what do? We can send a ghost in case we find anything. Or just get the... I think we're just sending this so that we don't... I don't run Zeus in this. The extra deck is too tight right now. So I don't have Zeus. You can attach one of these monsters. Oh, I didn't even read this one. My vampire, please! Give it back! I need it! But yeah, this deck, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too fond of this deck right now. Set one old card, so that's fine. They still don't have a way to punch over Voivode right now. And if they make the Link 3, that they're gonna be unaffected by trap, right? The links, so my trap card's not gonna be able to do anything anyway. Yeah, they set the Gravedigger. I'm pretty sure I just lose here. Like, this is the play. I don't have anything else. The Evenly really destroyed me. If they did not have Evenly, I won this game. But Evenly completely ran me over. We're gonna do this in draw phase just to draw some cards in case they do anything. Oh, they can just Gravedigger this. Do I feel... I think I'm negating this because I kind of want to draw some stuff. Like, if they gotta commit to stuff, I want to be able to maybe play through this. So we're gonna negate the Gravedigger, then we are gonna have the Maxi activate. And maybe we draw an Ash Blossom that gets us out of here. If only I didn't set Battle Phase response, I know! But it's fine. We win some, we lose some. It's the name of the game. It's not too bad. You killed the Flan. Well, they just predicted. So they're gonna add a monster. I'm pretty sure they can kill me this turn. If they can't, they can just set up a field that's gonna be unbeatable for me. So they get the Mantis here. They summon Mantis. This sets a hold trap. Okay. They still are holding my vampire hostage. Give it back! That's me that's supposed to steal things, not you! I kind of want to try to make this deck go second, to be honest now. The more I think about it, the more I could like run an evenly, triple evenly, like triple, double super poly, maybe double evenly, double super poly, one change of heart, and like just go full board breaker. Dark ruler no more and stuff. And just try to beat stuff up with it. Like, I could try. Ice Dragon Prison, the thing with IDP is that it's not high value enough. Like, for me, it's not high value enough IDP. It would be, most of the time, it's a control card, but it's not... There's way more high value card that I could put into my deck. So now they do... Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about. Like, this one is big. And now they can just punch over my Voivode, punch over this, and they have... Do I know the trap they set? Yeah, it's Olotea, but I'm pretty sure I'm dead. I'm gonna let them do their stuff. At this point, I'm sure they have lethal, so I'm gonna let them punch in. But the more I play this deck, the more I think I really need the 6th card, and I really need to break my opponent's board. If I go second, I don't even think I need the Doom King, because the Doom King is more a win con at this point. Like, I set up Doom King, but I don't need it if I grasp control of the game as much. Give it back! Give my vampire bags! They're not yours, they're mine! Couldn't he? No, he didn't have enough. But I'm pretty sure this is over. Like, they punch over Unizombie, then... We can do Immortal Dragon here at least to resummon it in defense to tank a hit. But that's not gonna do much. Like, now this is banished. Like, I got an idea. I got so many ideas to make Vampire work. It's just that every time I'm struggling to find the play that is gonna make the most sense. Ooh, that's a really good card. Another thing is, what do I want to get rid of? Because all of them are... Okay, this is Flan, this is Flan, this is an insect for some reason. So we can get rid of both of these. Then... We can't do much more, but that's probably my only out. So let's Super Poly here, discard this, see what we get. We get a Mud Dragon from... Oh, we can get rid of this one. Probably get rid of this and get rid of this to make Mud Dragon here. The problem is we don't have a follow-up right now and they can just like Rafflesia it away. No, they don't want to. We're gonna go end phase. Maybe we still have a chance. Like, we dealt with two other cards, but they have Alotea there. I don't even know if it's that good. They could have waited for their turn to do that. To be honest, I would have waited. Use normal summon something, make another Sarah, and use Alotea both effect. Super Poly question win. That's what I hoped for. But I was hoping to make Garura, but oh, I already went to Garura. That's why. Garura's not in the deck anymore. That is why I couldn't make it. I see now. But yeah, they should have game right now. They bring back Sarah. Yeah, I had like a big burst of gas at the start, and now they evenly like removed every single bit of my gas that I had. So they bring back this. I'm pretty sure I'm dead. I'm gonna wait and see, but they can make the Link 3 again if they run more than one. Now, I'm gonna turn this off. It doesn't matter, like... It doesn't matter what attribute I put Mud Dragon at. So they get a bottomless, which is really bad for my deck. Even. Now... Oh, they're gonna banish this? I don't even know what they're doing, to be honest. They're being so inefficient there. They resummoned this, but they could have made another Link. You're back, you died? No, did your internet go out? Welcome back, though. I'm super dead on board now. Like, turn your Rafflesia to attack, my guy. You can kill me if you do. Come on. Rafflesia's internet silly. No. We're gonna fight the ISPs. Give him back his internet. Dude. This guy's playing super bad too, by the way. Like, it's only because of Yuan Lee. Because this guy's making so many misplays. I don't understand how I am not dead right now. I should be more than dead. And he's taking his sweet time. I'm sure you got lethal one way or another. Huh? He doesn't want to kill me? At this point, I think I'm just gonna go next. Like, this guy's just playing around. See? If you just turn Rafflesia to attack, you could have punch per game. The thing is, Bishop isn't a deck. Those are engine card. I'm gonna go next. This guy's taking forever. At this point, this guy's just trolling and slow playing and being an asshole. So we're just gonna go next. Like, he had lethal on board. Just turn Rafflesia up to attack and you can kill me. But yeah, he drew the... Did he maxi me, this guy? I don't remember. But yeah, let's see. Like, I can show you. Like, let's see Bishop. So, Bishop in themselves are never played pure. They're played as an engine. For ads, I'm sorry. I'm gonna wait a bit just so people are back from the ads. I'm so sorry for the ads, guys, but it's what I'm still unsure. Like, do you guys prefer to have an ad when you join in, or do you prefer to have an ad when the stream happens sometimes? I can drill people. I could open a queue. Show your royal rails? I could show you my rolls while we wait. Like, let's see. Royal finish. I got some of them. I got some really good ones. I got 2 Goldie pace. Like, I got 2 paces royal. So I'm super happy about that. I got a Sheeran. Welcome back, guys. I'm really sorry. It's to remove pre-roll so people that join in don't get ads. You're asked to run like 3 minutes of ad every hour. And I think it's more digestible to run them every 30 minutes than to run a big bunch of ads like every hour. Because if I run a 3 minutes of ads every hour, you guys are gonna get hit by 9 ad. I'm back from ad. I'm so sorry about that. It's the minimum I have to do if I want to remove the pre-roll so people that join in. Yeah, so for the royal I have this guy that I don't even know what he does. Like, it's a generic link tree. It's fine. This is probably my favorite royal. You just leave and come back and it's only 1 ad. Oh, that's a strat, to be honest. Because there's the thing, like, if either I run no ads at all and you guys get an ad when you join in, or I run ads in the stream. So it's one or the other. I've tested both. I don't know which one I prefer. It's just for discoverability. Sometimes it helps with like not having ads for people that join. But I'm probably gonna still play around with it. Do you get a roller rares or dice from the... Yeah, this was from the anniversary, this was from the anniversary, this was from anniversary too. Those 3 cards were my free royals from anniversary. So pretty good one, to be honest. Red Eyes, Darkness, Metal, and Stratos was pretty good. I don't have an access code, sorry. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Milky. I hope you're doing good. Let me give you a shout out. Doo-doo. What were you doing?
I can't do a single push-up. I'm gonna be real.
Aww.
But when I do sit-ups, I'm a king.
You just gotta train then.
99, 100. That's it for today. You did great.
So tired and cold. Well, go rest up then. It's important to rest up and take care of yourself. What were you doing? You were just chatting, I see. So was it like karaoke or just talking to people? Are you sick? I don't know. Like, if you're sick, please go take care of yourself. I just enjoy that you guys are here. I got a royal access code from anniversary pack and I thought everyone got one. No, it's not everyone. You got like from the access code pack. I was able to open it, but I got Sign Up Mining instead. You forgot the game? Oh, Sea of Stars. Oh, was it fun? I never heard of that game. But yeah, I got the Mermello here. I got this Foolish Burial, which is really not good. This card is pretty good. I could start running it into my decks. Like, it's a pretty good card to use. It can activate from end or graveyard. It's another sand. I should probably... The reason I just shedding is because stream in the middle of fucking my... Oh, okay. Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon and Red Eyes Darkness, sadly. Well, Red Eyes Darkness is pretty good if you plan on building D-Link at one point. Like, this is a card they run. So, a Royal Red Eyes Darkness is pretty good. So I'm pretty happy about that. But the royal I prefer the most is probably the Paces. It's so beautiful. I love it. And I got 2 of these. Like, I got 2. You're so bad at playing deck. Well, the thing is, D-Link is really hard. What's that for Royal Fusion? It is the branded fusion that they release. Like the Fallen of Valbas plus a Beast or something. I'm gonna go get food and tuck in. Okay, take care of yourself. Thank you for joining in, Milky. Yeah, that's a Sharon Royal. I was building some sort of like pile for... I wanted to try a Shizu pile. So I built like all the 2 element archetype and I crafted a Sharon Royal. I've never played Tier Element Pure. I did not build them pure ever. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with Sharon. But maybe I'm gonna run her in a deck one day. Yeah, like I got some really good royal. This, I have Griffin Rider too, which is a really good one. Destrudo is a pretty good one too. It's not used as often, but it's pretty good card. It's just that I don't have a... I would love a vampire. Like, if I could get Voivode Royal or stuff, I would be in heaven. You want that too? I'm sorry. I was lucky in the early game. But, like, look at my Royal that I got at the start. Like, I was like, number C106. What am I gonna do with this? It's so bad. Like, those were my first Royal. I built pure tier because I expected them to get back very harshly. Now I have like 12 your. Oh, we could like, yeah, we could remove. Let me see. If we go to Forbidden here, I'm gonna just change some stuff and we're gonna get some dust, guys. So there was grass, right? If you guys want to help me, we can do dismantle one of these to get the bonus dust. So one grass out, then there was... Merly was only a normal, right? It's 2L, so Merly was only a normal. No, it's not even. Kelbeck, okay, Kelbeck is here, so Kelbeck can be dismantled one, so there we go. It's 2R or... Oh, it's forbidden now, that's why I'm not finding it. I was like, I'm pretty sure, but it's a normal. Terraforming was already dismantled a long time ago. Rungo I don't have. Let's see. Rungo. I'm typing where now. Rungo here. Yeah, I did not have a Rungo. I could craft one and dismantle one. In case we get something. Like, that's a strat. I can craft one here. Oh, it's an... Wait. No, okay. Then we dismantle it to get a bonus point. So that's a strat. When you have cards that were banned, that you did not have before, you can craft them and dismantle them. So you go even. But if you get a Glossy, you get 5 UR dust more. And if you get a Royal, you get whole 30 UR dust more. So that's a strat. Bish Balkan. But there was other stuff. Like, there was another... How do I write Bish? Right here, I can't even dismantle it because it's from a structure. Yeah, Blood Dragon, I don't think I had. I had one, so let's dismantle it. Bye-bye, I won't miss you. You didn't get a single bonus, yeah. Oh, yeah, Branded Fusion, I got one of these. Where are these? Dismantle one, get more bonus. I'm gonna have so much UR. Jet. Right here, the jet is at 1. Let's dismantle it. Get more bonus points. Oh yeah. Pot of extra. This one, I had 3 of these, so I can dismantle one for more points. Then we add the Swap Frog. I don't know if I had Swap Frog. It was an SR, so we can at least dismantle one of these. I got so much. Well, I have almost every single staple in the game. So 93 can do a lot here. Like if you go to dismantle selected card and we sort by URs, I still have a lot of gas to dismantle stuff. Like I can dismantle this, I can dismantle this, I can dismantle this. Like I got a lot of gas to dismantle stuff. So I could build a whole new deck probably right now. I don't know what Bish Balkan comes from, but apparently I can dismantle it. Speedrun time, I might do that. In a way, the game gets cheaper the more you play. Yeah, because like if we go to see staples, like the Ghost Girl, I got 3 of each. I would need more Valor, but Valor's not too much. I got 3 Max C. I got 3 Super Poly, 3 Imperm, 2 Called By, triple Droplet. I got a Cross Out. It's just in a different rarity. So that's why it's not here. Like I got most by Guido. Yeah, I could dismantle this. That's right. And remove from favorite. A Guido. So I think we went through everything that was limited. Punk and Giant Zombie could be a deck I make. I just want to keep using the vampires a bit because I love how they play. But I'm pretty sure Punk Zombies would be way better. Maybe, I'm not sure because it's not it in the TCG, I think, right, Super Poly? Super Poly is not it in the TCG. Right now, let's see how many decks are not playable from the decks we had. But we can open a room. While we do that, we can open a room real quick. Just to... maybe to 2, yeah. Maybe to 2. Maybe I don't keep up with TCG as much as I used to. Let's make a room. I know some people wanted to duel, so if anyone wants to join in and duel a bit, I'm gonna put the room ID here. I'm gonna update the command. I'm gonna clear the queue and open it up. So if anyone wants to join the queue, you can just type !join. Thanks for reminding you to reclaim your UR. Yeah, I think it's at 3. Like, I don't think it's limited at all in the TCG. So I wouldn't bank on Super Poly getting limited, to be honest. So let me just go to Nightbot. Nightbot here, do the room command, and do this here. So now we got this. What do you predict semi-limit? That's a fair prediction, to be honest. I could see it happen. I don't see it being limited, but I could see it happen. Yeah, it's reliant on the meta, but it's reliant on the cards that are accessible to Super Poly from. So let's see the decks that are not playable anymore. Branded is not playable because I need to remove one Branded Fusion, but I can just do that and it's playable again. Is Punk playable now? This deck is still playable, so I'm gonna keep it at that. At this point, I already dismantled it. This deck I'm gonna delete because this deck is not playable at all anymore. Like, there's so many cards gone from this, so I'm not gonna make it. I didn't like this deck too much. Yeah, I got Suship. I can show you my decks a bit. You can't wait for a new card. I would say what I would love in this game is that if they made like a Suship that is maybe an Xyz or something, like it could keep the Xyz team. So let's make it like a Suship Xyz, which is an Armada. And it's just if you have the Ikura, the Shirao, and the Uni on the field, you can Xyz summon a Suship over all of them, using them as material to make a Suship that can like do something and then tag out into every single other Suship. That would be something I find super fun. Yeah, Chaos Dragon probably is gonna get banned, to be honest. If Dragon Rule, like if dealing gets out of control, I'm for sure expecting Chaos Ruler to go out. Yeah, Quantal Suship, that would be so fun. Like, just a Suship that can, like, tag out, and it's like an Armada that when you see all the ships together, like, charging towards something, I would love that. I feel it would be so much on theme, too. So that's one thing I hope for one day. Other than that, I got some meme decks. This is gonna be fine. This is not gonna be viable anymore, like... sure, we can put them in the deck. But now we're gonna need to revisit that. I'm just gonna put a note, but I don't even know. I don't even really want to play Sprite because I don't like Sprite as much. Like, Sprite is a deck fine, but it's not the playstyle I'll enjoy. This, on the other hand, the Sprite Fish, I enjoy a lot. So we're gonna remove this because we only got one jet, and instead of that, we could add one more target for our stuff. We might want... Is there any more... Because we could add another tuner. We could add another squadron. We just need level 2s, to be honest. So maybe just add a squadron for now. You gotta fix and delete some deck. Well, the bandits was brutal, to be honest. It went so hard. This deck was fine. I feel the allure, I could bring it down to 3. I could revisit this deck. Yeah, if anyone wants to join, feel free to join in. I can play any deck I have right now, to be honest. Some decks are not available right now, but if you want me to play a weaker power deck, I can go for it. I'm kind of thinking of going with VOD right now. Oh, yeah. If you're still here, who was talking about a Bishop before? Because I know there was... Oh yeah, so Mitchell, are you still here? If you're here, I can explain the Bishop how they work to you. So basically, you see, like in this deck, I got 2 of the Bishops, but it's not. You're using Jank. Okay, I can switch to another deck then. So those 2 cards are not from, like, I'm not using the old engine. I'm just using those 2 because if the meta's running a lot of lights or dark, they're basically free level 6 that disrupt the graveyard. So those are cards that you can lean more into the engine. Like if we go see the... Where is it? Where is it? Branded? Where's my branded deck? I lost it. Wait, 1 second. Where did I put my branded deck? I had it a second ago. Did I delete it by accident? I don't think I did, right? Maybe I deleted it. Oh god, what did I do? What did I do? Did I delete? Uchafang and Protoss combo about to lit up this meta then? Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I don't see my branded deck anymore. I'm gonna have to rebuild it then. I think I deleted it by accident. Oops. So, let's go to the dueling room. I know Couch was the first. Are you Apex? I don't remember. No, it's the Appy Grinch. So you are Apex, right? So let's change deck here. If you're playing more Mimi, we can go with... I don't have as many Mimi deck, but we can go with Suship. I feel Suship is the right power level. So let's go for this. It's not an up-to-date Suship either. Like I would probably add some Fenrir to the deck if I was to update the Suship deck. But speaking of Fenrir, we did not draw a singular Fenrir this whole time tonight. Not once did we see a Fenrir. Kinda crazy, to be honest. Oh god, this sand is not crazy. We can't do anything with this. We gotta hope. Let's pray for the best, guys. Yeah, it's the sushi pen of all time. Please. Please. No, we missed. We whiffed. Beat my board. The unbreakable board. So strong. What you gonna do? You can't beat this. Clearly a 200 attack monster is so strong. You're past crazy, I know. It's so strong. How could anyone beat this? But you understand why I need to play like decks that are super consistent. Because I'm starting with 3 copies of the same card all the time. Or just drawing my 1-ups in my deck. So that's a problem. Bankai? Okay, I'm just dead. I'm literally just dead. Like, there's no way. Like, he kills me this turn. He's got Bankai. He's probably got like 3 equips, so that's gonna be enough to kill me. I'm pretty sure he's got the game. He only needed to find a Bankai. So yeah, he's got the Bankai. He's not even gonna summon so that I can maxi. So, first equip. That's 1.5k and he can attack twice. We're gonna turn this off. He's not gonna summon again. Light and dark format, let's go. I'm pretty sure D-Link is gonna be so, like, present not long ago. Oh, he even got the Psychic Blade, so... That's 3 attack on this. Oh, that's 4 attack. Yeah, you got this for sure. Like, it's lethal already. You just go battle, you punch over my measly Suship. You already made your your two opponents kneel before your lovely armpits of the Silver Castle. Oh, you're on Labyrinth now. Ooh. Should have max seed. What would it have done? It didn't special summon at all. GG. I break so hard. If you want to go have another go at this, I'm down. If you want to rejoin the queue and have another go, I'm down. So are you fine if I play my... my Goaty deck? Intimidate him? Oh, that would have been the intimidation factor, yeah. I'm gonna go with Goaty if you... if there's no objection, I think I'm gonna go with Goaty. I kind of want to replay them a bit. I could use them to climb Platinum at least. You're gonna get your teeth kicked in? No! You got this. I believe in you. You can beat me. Let's go first and see what we can achieve. Believe it or not, this Benkai deck beat Kashira like twice. Well, the thing is, you run so many board breaker, I'm guessing, right? They have no removal, yeah, so like, you can just normal summon, you don't activate monster effects, so they don't trigger Fenrir or anything, and you can just punch them over. This set is pretty good. I lose to Imperm, but they never have Imperm, right? They never have Imperm. They indeed add Imperm. Uh-oh. We can Abyss Shark instead. Abyss Shark here. Get ourselves this guy. At least we can still play because this is an effect. Ooh, if we do this, you can special summon on Fish Monster from your hand to the zone it's point to. You can target one under Fish Monster control on card. I can actually do this. Like, this is a pretty good play. We do Abyss Keeper, then Abyss Keeper effect. We special summon the Leaf Fish. Then we can special summon this one. I think we're gaming, guys. Like, I thought we lost to Imperm, but I forgot about the Shark. I completely forgot about the Shark. So we summon the Leaf Fish, then Leaf Fish effect. Standing. Stop gaming, no! I refuse! I will game, and you can't do anything to stop me. We're gonna go... You're dismantled with Chaos Angel that discovered was good. No! Chaos Angel is so good. Like, he's crazy. I'm sorry. We can even do Sea Stealth, but we won't have any monsters. Like, if we do Sea Stealth here, I don't like it because we rely on them having darks to Ball Drake to be able to quick synchro. So I think I'm just gonna keep this here. Then target from face up monster. Yeah, it's only face up fish. So I was thinking maybe I can banish from the grave, but it's not an option. Please, my barrel is such a good guy. Are you on like D-Link or something? You pulled 5 Chaos Angel, crazy. I pulled only 1, I think. Maybe 2 at best. So we get a shift here. Sadly, we did not get the pace. But we still have an option to make Snowpios into Amazement. Okay. So you're adding an Amazement card. We're still getting our monster. It's kind of scary though. Like, Amazement can go pretty hard. What would I get here? Oh no, I'm confusing. Amazement is not the deck I was thinking of. I was thinking of like... what is the deck again? With the, like, scripts and all. Starting Fenrir is pretty good. Fenrir is a pretty crazy effect. Wanted me to play this deck? Yeah, for sure. Well, the thing is, Chaos Angel is playable in a lot of things. In 5 Tenfolds, I pulled 2 Fenrir and 3 Unicorns, but no Rise Art. Aww. That's annoying. The good thing about Fenrir, though, is that it starts on a new chain. So it cannot chain to my Goaty effect. This card looks so much like a Vanguard card. I did not even read it. So when this card is normal, you can send one Attraction Trap directly from your deck. Okay. Yeah, it's Abyss Actor I was thinking about. I don't know why I got them confused, but they're kind of like both theater kits, so that's probably why I got confused. At least they're light, so I might be able to ball drake here. Does this target? Yeah, it does target. So he's got this guy. Then you can add a monster, that's fine. Or just an amazement card. So he's gonna summon this. Add an amazement card, then he gets himself. What is he gonna get? Setting 3 there. That's fine. Is this gonna be the turn? Because if it is, I'm not even gonna do the other plays. I'm just going straight into Deep Beyond here. So let's see what he does. And a main. We are going for it. So going there, going straight into Deep Beyond. I don't want to play into Fenrir or anything. So we go Deep Beyond here. We had 2 4s. It's rare that we have 2 4s on the field. So we're gonna take advantage of that. Then he has an effect he can do. Okay, he uses Fenrir here. Target the Deep Beyond, but we can chain Deep Beyond to it. So Deep Beyond's gonna dodge by its own effect. So let's do Deep Beyond. We don't even need. Which deck are you talking about? The Amazement or the Goaty one? Because the Goaty one is a deck pretty fun, to be honest. You just make like fish, desynchro. Oh, he can resummon. It's not a once per turn. So at least he can battle me here. But that's a lot of cards banished. That's 3 monster. The Elden Fish. Yeah. This is the Elden Fish. He's coming. Abyss Shark is pretty good. Then we get a Deep Beyond that back. He summons itself. The thing is, we gotta be careful about Fenrir. The Deep Beyond's not strong enough to deal with Fenrir on its own. If you control a monster, he's banishing the fish. That's fine. At least we don't have to worry about Deep Beyond anymore. So we are gonna need to do Leaf Fish to Ope to draw something. So return this, return this, return this. We want to keep the Shift in the grave in case we need to banish it for effect. That's like the worst card we could have drawn. Let's hope we don't die next turn. But that was super bad. Like, we got so many plays. Any force was an out to this. Goaty versus Benkai. Let's go. I can play Goaty against you. It could be a fun matchup. So now they still have Fenrir here. Fenrir is going to be annoying. That's not a playable card. I'm drawing every card that I cannot be played. I literally have every single tuner that would at least buy me some turns. I have Leaf Fish at 2. I have one other Mirano. Like, I got so many playable cards, but I'm not drawing any of them. It's Sotikeo Buzz, yeah. That's what Benkai is. Like, it's full gas, but once your gas is stopped, you, like, don't have anything else. Please, a singular playable card. I'm gonna take it. That's probably the worst card I could have found, but I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna deal with it. Judgment there. You're kidding me, right? You're really gonna Judgment that? Come on, I'm gonna try to survive at least. So we're gonna banish the pace here. So at least we get a pace next turn, but you're gonna be able to Fenrir afterwards. So I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Like, that Judgment was just brutal there. Drawing Baldrake with no monster. It's not Kishira, it is the Amazement deck. They just drew Fenrir as their first card. So we got this, but now you can just Fenrir, banish it, and you just punch me per game. I needed another monster. I just needed a singular summonable monster. But no! The deck did not want me to find anything. GG. Tonight is really not my night. Like, I'm breaking like crazy with my hands. No, that's completely fine. You did everything you needed to. But let's see. Like, let's check my deck. Like, let's check this. This was one of the craziest draw I could draw. It was really good. This was crazy good too. Like, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That was even okay. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We had literally 20 cards that got us out of there. We drew 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, ow. Fenrir pass was just too much. Well, it was mostly the other Fenrir. But if you want to rejoin and have another go, I'm down for it. It's mostly that, like, I didn't draw a singular playable card. I literally drew... Shark. I had Shark and Baldric in end. And I drew Shark and Cross out afterwards. So... for a lot of decks, a single Fenrir can be too much. Yeah, Fenrir is just a crazy card. It's like Pankratops on crack, and I don't like it, to be honest. I don't enjoy that it's so much better than everything else. So we go Paste, Space Effect. We summon this here. We said this. That was probably the wrong play because you could have... yeah, that was the wrong play. I thought I could summon the guitar, but I think I'm dead here. I misplayed so much. I should have summoned Pace, special summon the shark. Then with the shark there, I should have searched the Leafish, use Space, special Paces, special summon the... Leafish and the shift to the grave. Then I shift and I got like so... that was so bad on my part. Losing this game is completely on me, but they bricked. We're fine, guys. Don't worry about it. We're doing fine. Oh, you get a discard for end size limit. you wanted to show me what they can do. Where are my fish? I'm running so many fish monsters. Where are they? We can summon this. At least that's a tuner. We could use this effect. What can I do here? I could go into... wait. Oh, it's not a tuner. But I could make this a 6. I could go into Barone maybe. Chenying's gonna be real hard for you to deal with. If I go into a 6 here, I can Synchro Summon for Ascan, but Ascan doesn't do much. So I think I'm just going Chenying and passing, which might be the best play. If I double, because it can double the level of something. So I can either make this a 10, but that won't do much. I can make this... one water monster. Okay, so we're just gonna go Chenying, I think. We're just gonna go there and try to wait it out. I don't have full combo. That's the problem. I don't have anything to full combo you on. Like, I drew really bad. I should be drawing better, but my deck is just not cooperating. I got like 20 ways to start a combo, and I'm drawing every single spell or trap that I can. That's a reason, guys, why I do not run Driver in my deck. Like the Gamma Driver combo, I don't run it anymore because I drew Driver way too often. So it was not worth it for me. Twister, that's annoying. Getting rid of both of these. But if you don't get rid of Chenying, you're dead next turn. So will you be able to go over a 4K monster that cannot be destroyed? Like, that's a big monster to go over for you. And Phase. Oh no! Don't play Guardian. I feel like I always draw them. It's... see? Where are my fish? Where are they? What happened to my fish? Oh, I'm sorry, the Epic Grinch. It happens. You bricked. Yay, we can have a rematch if you want. There's no problem with that. Yeah, no fish on the dragon. I think I'm removing the Bistral, to be honest. To just add Fenrir instead. I'm gonna need to next first, but we can just surrender stuff. I already have lethal on board. It's just that it's lagging right now. So I can't even punch in. But if you want to rejoin now, like, I'm just gonna go punch you. We're gonna end this. Sadly, you break. The next time, you're gonna do better. I believe in you. Next time, for sure, you got this. But I think I'm removing the Bishop from this to just add Fenrir instead. Fenrir is just gonna be better. So let's edit this deck, remove those two. Let's go with Fenrir. Both of those. That's gonna make some good adjustment. And let's go for a rematch couch. Let's hope I don't break this time. And let's hope that Fenrir pass is not gonna be too much for me. Yeah, you just needed a Bankai. You had so many equipped in it, I'm guessing, right? You had so many of them. Okay, I'm going first, actually. That's pretty good. Let's see if I can make a board that you cannot beat here. You're mixing it up. Ooh, I can't wait to see what you're bringing. Okay, this hand can maybe do something. Like, it's really not the greatest hand. I don't think I can do anything, actually. Oh, YouTube, thank you. Can you please stop pausing my music? Thank you. Yeah, Fenrir Pass beats this for sure. The thing is, I can just... The problem is, I don't have monster that I can summon easily with this. I can't shift. If I had pace, that would have been so much better, but I don't. I don't have shift either. I don't have the other ones. I think it's just set, and pass. Pray for the best. We just pray there, guys. We hope that we can get out of here, like out of this alive. For one turn. If we survive one turn, we got plays next turn. But with this hand, we did not have a singular play for the first turn. Is that Fable I see? No, I'm not letting you summon 3 level 2s. That's so much. Ain't no way you're summoning 3 level 2s. You got the call by, so never mind. You're gonna summon them. What are you getting into? Is that a pure Fable build, or is that something else? So I think we're dead here, guys. Like, I don't think we survived this. With the end we started, if they can... Like, with this, 3 level 2 seems a lot. Seems like a lot. So I think they should have this game. We're gonna see. Maybe, maybe not. What are they choosing now? Oh, it's Melfi! Ooh! I might not be dead this turn. I might not be able to beat their board, but I might not be dead. So they can make a synchro here. Yeah, I survived one turn at least, because Melfi has no killing power for sure. They maybe make Zeus? Like, Zeus would be an option here. That would be annoying. But still not enough to kill me. Okay. They make Melfi of the Forest. Then they add probably Caddy, I would guess. Adding Caddy to their hand. With Caddy now. Do, 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 do. Okay, so they discarded the Penny. Do they have a way to get back monster from the game? Because I know they love Penny a lot, but they probably run more than one. Because usually it's Caddy into Penny into other stuff. Oh, they normal summon the Caddy already. They don't even use the end phase effect to special summon it. So what do they go into now? They can go into another Xyz? Joyous Melfi. Okay, so that's a 2000 monster. And then you can special summon level 2 Arlor Beast Monster from your graveyard. Okay, so battle phase, punching directly. And I can't even use this because you have a same amount of cards. Are you making Zeus? No. Okay, so it's the 2 Melfis Xyz. Do you have other Melfis in your... so what does this one do? Quick effect. During your opponent's turn, you can target one Beast Xyz monster you control. It's in that target to X-Effect. Then you can special summon. And this one, I think I'm still even gonna do that because it's a free special summon. And because the other one, oh, they get the maxi. At least that's that. It's not gonna be maxi on my own turn. It's fine. I'm fine with this. I do not mind. They get a draw, but it's during the end phase, so it's not as bad. Now they attach the Seer. Then they add the Puppy. I know they do a lot on normal summon or special summon a monster. Okay. Then special summon from your deck. That's a good card. I would have loved to see last turn. I think we can flip this. I don't think that triggers their effect now. So this one here, flipping this, getting more monster on the field. I got a way to beat this. I can see a line. So we use this. We banish a shift. I think I want to get rid of the Puppy. Because the Beanie is just a quick exceed. They're probably going to go into a roll. But was there a beast return to their hand this turn? I don't think there was. So if we... Right? No, there was no... Let me just see. Was returned to the end this turn? No, they did not. So if we just negate this Puppy, now they cannot... They don't have a way to return a monster to the end. So we just do this. Unless this is... No, it's not a cost. I was gonna say, is it a cost to return to end? But it's not. So we do this. Then they try to do that, but it's negated now. So it's not gonna resolve. Negate it here. Then we send to the grave. Maybe Snopios. But I think I want to send the face just to have fathers later on. I think I'm running 2 rubies, so I could do that. I think I'm punching... Does that protect them from... control, returns to the end. You can target one face up, you cannot attack. While it's face up on the field. Does this one add an effect to return to the end? No, it does not. So I think we just go... Battle phase. We punch into both of the Melfies. Right here to get rid of them. So that's some damage there. Then we go there and we either go for Kraken, which would be okay-ish. That would be control. We could pop this to deal some more damage, remove them their Xyz. But we don't have a monster next turn that we can use to synchro with. If we keep our monster on the field, next turn we get back the shift to synchro with it. So I think I'm gonna keep this line. I prefer it a bit. Like having monster, I prefer to do the synchro line than the Kraken line. Even though Kraken might be better most of the time. Like I prefer to do the synchro. I want to play Goaty for the Goaty things, not for something else. So we get the shift here, then they're gonna detach, add a card to their end. What are they gonna go into now? Like, I don't think I'm in trouble at all now. My board is set up mostly, and I should be pretty good. So they get the Hide and Seek, then Hide and Seek. What does this do? This one... Oh, okay, it's a protection from destruction. And then the shuffles and draw one. Okay, okay. So it's some sort of bot of Avarice, but with battle protection for Melfies. That's pretty good. Then Staring Contest. I know this card. It's so cute. I love this card, to be honest. So this one is a negate, right? What does it do? Add one Melfi monster. Place that card. Okay, so this one's going to the bottom. At least it's not going to be there. Because I think this one is a negate, right? Oh no, it's just a pop when it's summoned. Okay. Who's winning? I think I am. I was able to establish a board again. So I think I'm doing fine. They got the Wally now. That's fine. The Wally here. I don't know what they do. They will do. What is it? Do you mean my board or their board? End of main. I think I'm gonna fire up my synchro now. So we do this. This with those one. 1.5k attack monsters. Well, the thing is, my monsters are not there to stay on the field. They're there to synchro climb, so it's normal that I have, like, weaker monsters on the field. It's completely normal for Goody to leave monsters that don't do much on the field. Now I just banish the Snopios and I can just play the game. So they get the Wally, they trigger their effect now, so they're gonna be able to gain a lot of advantage. But I feel I'm still in a good position. They get a Penny. They get a puppy. They're gonna be able to quick synchro with this. It can attack. Also, its effect are negated. That's fine. The type of effect that I care about on this board. So negate this. That's fine. We do Snopios now. Then Snopios, banish a face. For next turn, it's gonna come back. Then we can still quick synchro for an 8 here. So we can probably do whale or stuff. It's end of main phase. By card effect each turn, it is not destroyed. Huh? Well, why do you exit? Is it a staring contest that you're gonna use? In end, add one Melfi monster. At the start of your opponent's battle phase, so it's only my battle phase. I don't understand what he's going for, so I'm not gonna use Snopios right now. I don't need to. That's what they do. I'm in control right now. I don't need to do anything. Like, there's literally nothing I need to do right now. Do 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 do. This board is doing fine. The gimmick of Melfi's is that they summon small monsters that come back to the end. They are control decks, so they bounce back to the end whenever you do something. Summon more monsters, do rank 2 and synchro 4 XCs. You're gonna return a monster, that's fine. Sadly, I would have loved to keep that to get the search, but I don't need it. Enemain, are you gonna crash and try to make Zeus? Maybe. Like, you punch here, you punch there, you make Zeus, but that's a 1 Mad Zeus, so that's not gonna be too good. Like, Staring Contest is only on my battle phase. End of battle phase, I'm gonna still fire this off. You dared go into the battle phase. So now I just remove your trap cards. Okay, so Knight's main phase 2. And a main phase 2. I'm gonna do this here. Zeus, the problem is I don't have to worry too much about it right now. Leon, welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. Let me give you a shout out real quick. We're doing Butyls right now, so if you're the one that just raided wants to join in, feel free to do so. 1 second.
Oh, it's more.
There you go. Maxi, the dreaded card. Then you use this. You special summon something. I'm gonna use that. Then I don't want to banish a Snopios itself because it already used its effect. So I'm gonna target one of your Melfi's. So in case you flip it and make it go out of the way, it's gonna be fine. But how did your stream go, Leon? What did you do? Did you do Butyls? Did you start the rank season? Oh, that blanked the effect because you needed this to go back to the extra deck. But because it got banished instead, it does not resolve with effect. That's crazy. So we can do this with those two. I didn't even think about that, to be honest. I just said I don't want to target my Snopios. I didn't even think about how it would resolve, but I'm kind of happy about it now. We can do this. Keep the board pressure. So banish this. Get back the Ascon. Ascon's gonna banish. I don't want to banish this one. I want to keep it for next turn. I don't want to banish the Snowpios either because Snowpios already used its effect this turn. Good. Adurals did a dual trial and thinking of making a BLS deck this season. Ooh, another one. Okay, you still got some gas there. You still can play the game. We're not out of the woods, guys. Oh god. Tri-Brigade now. And Beaver. Oh, another Royal. Cute. BLS deck would be cool. Like with the... Are you speaking like with the... Synchro and then with the... Ritual too and like use every... BLS card that you can find? So now they're gonna do Tri-Brigade stuff. They can probably go Kara, so we're probably gonna lose our Ascon here. At least they cannot punch into this. But that's a pretty cool combo, to be honest. We get around BLS Ritual like the new one and the one from the structure deck. Ooh. It's like with the soldier of the beginning, like the small little soldier that if you use them for the ritual summon, it gives like BLS effect, right? I think there's card like that if I remember correctly. Do 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 do. So they're making. Okay, what does this do? Detach, Pistol Shaman, 1 Raccoon token. All control of their beast. Okay, so they're making this. Did they punch with the... They did not, so it's not a Zeus. That's a big token though. So that token's gonna always have the attack of the highest monster on the field. Okay, that's interesting. Then draw. Infinite Impermanence is not the card I was expecting, but we got gas. We literally have everything we would need. Because we can do this, we can do this. We go first into... I am not Filipino. I'm French-Canadian. And now we go into Chen Ying right here. With those one. To make the Sovereign. Then we can do... Arion Pass here to trigger the... Sovereign, then we banish. We can probably get lethal this turn. So we summon this here. yeah, I'm your neighbor from the north. Exactly. Yeah, you thought I was Filipino. Well, I never, like, listened to the Filipino accent. So maybe. I'm running triple Zep in this? Probably not a good idea. I should probably cut down on that. Because that's way too much. We had a Snowpios. Snowpios effect. Then banish this card. Then we use Chen Ying. Chen Ying's gonna banish this one because I don't want it to resolve in the grave. Then in the grave, we're probably gonna banish. At this point, it doesn't matter too much, but I want to get rid of the caddy. In case you are able to get the caddy back, the caddy is really annoying. So we get a Snowpios, then Ascan's gonna trigger, banishing this, and enjoy your stream and weekend. I'll be off. Have a fun time, Leon. I hope you get rest up a lot, and you have a good weekend, you two. We can use Shift here. It gets lethal for sure there. We do Shift, we banish this, we make this stronger. Then, do we have even fish here? We could banish those two there. Yeah, it's GG for sure. Like, I can summon this guy. So that this guy banishes those two. Right here. Yeah, without Sprite, this deck, like, Melfi without Sprite is so weak. It's kind of sad because it's such a neat archetype. We're gonna go battle. We're gonna punch here to destroy the token first. Then we're gonna punch into this guy, and this is way over lethal. But good game, you had me running. Well, the thing is, we're not gonna kid ourselves. Melfies are a deck that needs your opponent to do something. So anytime a deck is not able to play by themselves, on their own, it's gonna be like weaker. It's gonna be susceptible to interruption and all. So I think I'm removing some of the Zep. I don't need 3 of these. Probably just 2 is fine. I never want to draw it. I can remove the Baldrake, so now we can probably add the Tuna again. Like this girl. For now, that's gonna do. It's probably good enough. That's other fish. That's other ways to start the combo. Drawing triple obedience could kill you, yeah. But that spell is crazy, to be honest. Like, just special summon 3 monsters. That's crazy strong. Imagine if it... At first, I only read the start of the obedience. And I was like, special summon 3 level 2 monsters. I was like, wait, why isn't Sprite running this? Then I saw the Beast and Wing Beast tag, and I was like, okay, that's why. But that's crazy. Like, special summoning 3 monsters is crazy strong. Oh, I got the strong start, and now I know how to not mess this up. So we summon this. Then we do Abyss Shark here. For the rest of the turn, cannot special except water monster, that's fine. Then we summon the shark. We add to our end the Leafish. Then we use Space. Space is gonna banish itself. Summon the Leafish. Then Leafish is gonna send to the grave. Getting ourselves to the grave the Shift. Then we are gonna use Shift. I think we're just ending on this, to be honest. Like, we do Shift here, boost the attack. Then with this, we're gonna get 2 tuners back. We're gonna have the cross out if we need to. And oh, I can just do next. I forgot to do next. That's why. So there we go. You can rejoin if you want. So I think we're just ending on this. So it doesn't seem too strong, but we get 2 tuners next turn. So we are gonna be able to do the full synchro line if we want to. So it's probably one of the strongest board I can achieve with this. Getting this here. I'm gonna be honest, I would love to see the Diva. Like, I haven't seen the Diva yet. We haven't drawn her in the whole game we have been playing this deck. It's crazy. So we get this here, we get ourselves 2 tuners. Then show me how you break this board. How does Benkai OTK get through this? I'm gonna apply some eye drops while you do that. So Benkai is a pretty good start. Okay, so a mask here. For now, it's fine. As long as it doesn't break my board, I can wipe the board here. So there's not too much problem. Mage power is gonna be scary. That's gonna be a big Benkai for sure. But I got ways to deal with, like, so many ways. So many ways. Then set 1, it's a 3k Benkai. And Enemain, we're gonna do Paces. Then Paces is gonna get us a Yonpas here with those 2. And we can just climb completely to the beyond if we want to, but we're not gonna need to even. We just do Orion Pass. Orion Pass is gonna banish the Snopios. It does. Setting an artifact card gives Mage Power more attack. Because the thing is, it just counts each spell trap you control, so it counts the face down one too. So it would set stuff. So we are gonna do the shift here. We're gonna go for Ascon. Yeah, it's actually like you can set field spell, you can set everything. You can even set spell that you don't plan on using. Just to give more power to your thing. So we're gonna banish this, then we're gonna banish this here. Banish this, banish the Benkai. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope you'll forgive me. Then this one banishes itself, adding the singular Zep from the deck. Then we do this, resummon, and I think this should be game because we get 2 tuners again next turn. And we just have everything. Like, literally, we got everything we need. We still have Sinopios for another Synchro 8 if we need to. Battle Phase? Do you have Evenly? Don't scare me like that. Whew. Don't scare me like that. But you said the card, and I can even cross out the Evenly, so I'm fine. There's no worry, guys. And that was probably one of the best top deck I could get. I'm gonna try to go for the lethal this turn. You've got 1 trap card. What is your trap card there? So we're gonna do this. Then we are gonna special summon the other one. It's something that you can activate at any time, so I'm guessing an Imperm. But would Bankai even run Imperm in its deck? I don't know. We don't really need this. Right now, we can go for Chen Ying with this and this. Chen Ying is funny. Baron is for sure lethal, but I want to give them a chance. So we're gonna go Chen Ying here, just to give them a small chance, make sure that we don't just straight up blow them out of the game. So we could go base, then we summon the Leaf Fish, but there's not much that's gonna come from that. If we summon this though, we always summon the Leaf Fish for sure. So summoning Leaf Fish here is gonna send to the grave. At this point, there's not much that I can. Like, I send the Snopios, I guess, just to get 2 in rotation. Then I can do base here to banish a base, summon the Zep, do Chen Ying. That's gonna trigger Chen Ying's effect. So we summon this one. I want a tuner on the field. So we do this. We use Chen Ying. We don't use this guy because if we do, we're gonna be restricted to what we can summon. Well, if we don't, we can just synchro anything. So we're gonna banish this. We're gonna banish that. It was Twister. Okay, that wouldn't have done anything. So we are almost at kill lethal. I'm gonna go for Charge Warrior here because it's got a bit more damage, I think. I didn't count, to be honest, so I don't know. So this here, we use that, we draw a card. Then we have almost lethal, that's 6.7k. We can this. Pot of Desire, save me. I don't think you're surviving this turn. That's a problem. Like, I don't think you're living another turn, my guy. We summon the Snopios, then this guy resummons itself, and I got way over lethal. Like, I've got way over lethal here. I'm at 11k damage, so we're just gonna go battle and punch. Yeah, you got OTK'd. But yeah, the thing is, do you run a lot of board breaker in your deck? Or do you not? It's a question because Bankai OTK most of the time run like every single board breaker, kaijus and stuff. To be sure that if the opponent's running like problematic cards, they can get rid of them because they're going second deck. So they need to be able to play into anything the opponent's going to be playing. I think we're going to change the deck a bit. We're going to go with this version. Another version of Godi. It's still Godi, but this time it's gonna be with Sprite. So a bit better. You do true vent, guys, only 2 equips. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's rough. That's so rough. I'm winning coin toss left and right here. Winning the contest challenge impossible. I'm sorry. We're gonna start with this, the Leaf Fish. Leaf Fish is gonna send to the grave. You got something though. What do you have? Oh, Ash Blossom. Good thing I have my trusty cross out. Where is my Ash? Where are they? Oh, I removed them from this? I removed them from this. No! No, not like this. I removed my Ash. I forgot. I forgot. I don't have an Ash Blossom anymore. I should really run at least one of them. That's annoying. Well, that's gonna be my turn. At least we have a 6 that we can make next turn. At least that's that. No. I always banish a tuner here because the tuner is gonna come back next turn. Because cross out. Why is there 2 coming for that? Why is there 2 Flan coming? Like, that's the fun thing with Goody. Cross out is either protection for your thing or starter. Because bases, cross out only triggers on the like next turn. So it's really good that way. I don't know why the point's not working, but I might not have enabled them in tournaments. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how the points thing works. Oh, it's Speedroid. Ooh. Show me what they can do. Hackathon board's pretty good. That's a crazy card. Getting the dice. Then changing the level. Yeah, it feels like they can be explosive. They just need to not break. And you know my record, guys. Like, you've seen me play the game. I break every single time. So they did not normal yet. Welcome mid, Sinky Gummy. I'm doing good. How's your day going? I think I stopped them there. Before they can synchro. Because if they can synchro, it's gonna be really bad for me. Ah, thanks for the friend. Thanks for the friend, Aurora. What are you doing? I didn't even see your eye. I'm so sorry. I missed it. How are you guys doing? How was your week? So, right here, we banish a Zep. Working on finishing your Scareclaw deck. Oh yeah, you told me about that. Did you open the selection pack they made? Did it help you a bit to build it? Maxi now. That's gonna be annoying. Probably should have changed Maxi to the pace when you knew. It did. Still in a few URs, but still, let's go. I can't wait for you to bring it into view roles and show me. I don't think I've ever beaten Scareclaw deck yet. So that's gonna be an experience. We're gonna do that to clear the board. We're not gonna be able to extend more, but at least they're not gonna have any monster on the field anymore. So we chain block the Arion Pass because that's the more important thing. So we get this, we do this. Working on Amazonas. Ooh, big lady punch. That's a neat deck. Thanks for the stretch. That's a good stretch. So pop those 2. Then this one is gonna search me the Snowpios. Right here. So next turn we gotta play. We can always summon the Snowpios too if we need to. And now we can go back to auto there. Wheel there. I think the small world. I feel you started crazy there. A 5. When you face Synchro, they brought out a board of Super Shooting Star Quasar. Ooh, that's a crazy board. Yeah, they probably went into... what was the name of the card again? It was the... I can't remember. The Junk Speeder. Probably the Junk Speeder, right? It was probably a Synchron deck that made Junk Speeder and then just went all over the place when Junk Speeder resolved. Yeah, they got their best hand for sure. But the thing with Synchron deck is that if they can get Junk Speeder, basically the deck does everything for them. they're still going strong. So they got the rubber band shooter now. This guy allows them to normal summon another one. They still haven't normal. So sending the ice speed droid Chambara. So did you know this guy's an animation? It's the funniest thing ever. It's like the little guy just when it's summoned. Let's say this one. Okay, so I don't know what they added. If they make something that needs to go to the graveyard as part of a tribute effect, I'm probably gonna Snopios to try and prevent that. So they normal summon another monster. They still haven't normal in the normal, so they're gonna get 2 normal now. So sending a card from the grave, that's fine. Sorry if I go quiet sometime, like I'm munching on some pumpkin seed right now. I'm kind of hungry. Okay, Flan, gotta go. See you on your next stream. Yeah. If you like Mega Man, the next stream is gonna be on Sunday. But it's gonna be Mega Man this time. So if it's less your thing, you can skip it. But the next Yu-Gi-Oh stream should be on Monday. So I can't wait to see you again. Like, show me your Benkai again. So they resummoned this. Now they're gonna be able to do their thing again. I was not able to stop them because now they go into the tree again. And the tree gets them everything they want. You remark deck next time. All my decks are in Texas. That's completely fine. If you want me to play a weaker deck, like I can play Suship. We can build a weaker decks on stream too. Like, I don't mind. Okay, so he's gonna respecial the material. Then add this. So he's getting a lot of stuff here. I'm worried I might be dead. But we don't know. Maybe I'm gonna be fine because now he can use the dice again. He's gonna make that 6 maybe? 4. So he's getting a 5. What are you making for 5? Okay, that's fine. Is he making a 7 or 5? One way or the other. I do not know. Okay, he's making a 5. Is that another Speedroy monster? Yeah, it is. Okay, this is the card I was thinking about. During each player's turn, you can tribute this card. Increase the level of a monster you can control. This card is in the graveyard, and you can control a Speedroid tuner. You can special summon this card. You can... Okay, so this one I'm gonna want to make it banished, but it can tribute as a quick effect, right? Because it said during either player's turn, you can tribute this card, increase the level of a monster you control. So the during either player's turn makes me think that it can activate any single time. Okay, so they make Crystal Wing, which is annoying. They have the... They just had everything this game. Oh, if you want to just do some viewer duels, yeah, I'm doing some viewer duels right now. So if you just want to type ! join, so I can keep track of who wants to duel. It's just there's a small queue with play with viewer duels. So it helps me keep track of who wanted to duel. So if you just do join, you're the next one on the list, by the way. Couch was the last one on the list. So you're straight up the next duel. So once we're done with that, we're gonna be able to go straight with it. Do you want me to play a strongish deck, a weaker deck, or anything in between? Do you have preference? I got like Suship, I got Sprite, I got myself some vampires with Zombie World and all, so it's your choice. Whatever. Oh, you're gonna be playing Amazonas. Okay. So I think I might go Suship. I feel that's gonna be a better, like, a more fun game for both of us if I go Suship. Because I'm not gonna pop off too hard on Suship, and that's gonna give you time. It's not gonna be a pure counter to you. I feel it's gonna be a better game, so I'm probably gonna go Suship. I think I might be dead, guys. I'm just gonna say that here. I think he might have game. Because he's got so much on the field. Like, literally, he just went and went and went. And Ash Blossom 2 is kind of annoying. Me not having Ash made me lose this game for sure. I'm just waiting for the end of main phase effect so that I can trigger my effect. When does it ever stop? You've played like 20 cards this turn. When does it stop? Okay, so he's got a 3, can make another 8. Oh, that's so weird. A trap card that is a tuner, I've never seen that. That's so weird. So he can make another 8, maybe another Crystal Wing. I don't know why he would. But maybe. You never know. He's got the options. As long as it's wind, he's free to do so. So this and this making an 11. Oh, the bike! Vroom, 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 vroom. During your main phase, you can roll a 6-sided die and shuffle with monster from your graveyard into the deck. Then you can destroy your opponent's control. Okay, so he's gonna destroy my well. Am I dead? Destroy my opponent's card. Okay, so at least we're gonna get the whale back. So that's pretty good. 6. That's another card shuffled. Are you forced to shuffle 6 or can you just shuffle 1? I think you're forced to... up to the result. Okay, so you need to shuffle 6. Oh, no, it does not need. So now we can do whale at least. Whale's gonna come back. We are gonna banish the pace. We already used this guy, so we can't use it this turn. I'm gonna put the whale in attack. It's gonna save me damage in the end run. So we're gonna do that. Then this guy can bring back the 2 level 7 wind synchro monster. Okay, so you can go clear wing with this. Now he's making another crystal wing. That's what I was worried about. So now I can negate my Snopios, which is annoying. It's Enemain. Am I dead? Because he punched here, that's 3k. He's got 8k exactly on field. I'm gonna try to do something. I don't think I live anyway. Because you can just negate this with Crystal Wing and Punch over. Actually putting the well in defense would have saved me there. But I think I'm just dead. So he destroyed this, he gained attack, but he would have gained attack anyway by punching in. Like, would have battled level 5 warrior, then gain attack. And yeah, that is way over lethal. GG, you just never stopped there. You just went on and on and on. It's not once per turn? Is this not once per turn? That's crazy. We're gonna banish this. Get back here, whale. I thought this was once per turn. We're gonna activate this. We don't have another fish, so now the whale's gonna be gone, but at least we had some stuff. So we had the Snopios back, and we're not dead, guys. We're alive. We live. Now the question is, we know they have an Ash Blossom, we know they have something else, and a battle phase. We're gonna evenly you. We might be able to bring this back. Crazy, I did not think we would get this far. No, couch, not like this. I'm so time limit window. Oh, man, whenever I get trap negate cards, it always feels like they appear only on second turn, the turn I don't need them. I know, it feels like that. You did, I was so amazed by your combo. I got surprised because my whale is not once per turn. I thought it was once per turn, but the resummon effect of whale is not once per turn, so that's crazy. But GG, you showed me how Speedroid can do a lot of stuff. I might have to check this deck out. So I said I was gonna play Suship against you, so let's go with Suship. Not changed at all, no Kashira in there for the going second. And that's how I got game. May the best duelist win. Yeah, but you played pretty strong. Like, I feel you were never stopping. I tried to stop you at some choke points. But you know, like, you remember the cross out I did, right, Couch? Like, remember I did a cross out. The problem is, I switched in this version of the deck. I switched my 2 Ash Blossom for 2 Nibiru at one point because I was running into a lot of Kashtira. So I replaced my Ash for Nib. So when you ashed me, I thought I had an Ash Blossom in my deck. When I realized I did not, I was like, okay, plan B. Plan B, plan B, plan B. What do I send? And then I was like, okay, Pace at least gets me something. I was sure I had an Ash Blossom there. I could have full combo if I had Ash Blossom in my deck. But I just forgot that I removed it. So I was like, wait, what? No. Okay, so Amazonas. I know what Amazonas does is put big bungus on the field. So we're gonna see how it goes. We got ways to deal with big bungus with this hand. Not the craziest end, but pretty good end to be honest. So the village. They're one of your favorite. The plays you do are insane. Do you have a deck? Do you have a deck list? Because if I'm to build one, I would love to start from someone that made a deck before. So you have a deck list. You can just drop it like in the Discord or something. And I can look at it. And try maybe to see how much dust it would cost me. And if it's available. But I would be down to try it out one time. Like, Speedroid, from what I understand, are super explosive, but they can break a lot, right? That's like the weakness of Speedroid. They're kind of like vampires in a way, because vampires, if they get going, they just never stop, but they're kind of frail to ant traps and stuff. Okay, so what does those do? I did not read them. You can special summon. This doesn't do anything. Normal special. When this card declares an attack. Okay, that doesn't do anything. They gain attack. I think I'm just gonna Raigeki. Lightning Bolt. Bam. There we go. Yeah, it's frail until you get Crystal Wing and you protect yourself. Can you run Fenrir into that deck? I'm gonna maxi now. Why not? It's gonna be just an even card. It's gonna be an Upstart Goblin. You can even play Unicorn? Ooh, that's neat. I'm guessing you don't use the normal summon that much, so... Can you use Fenrir and Unicorn both to like put 7s on the field to maybe make Barone? Because I know you lock yourself in win, but Barone is win, so that's pretty good. Unicorn is what makes it really good. You can play many non-win monster. Oh, that's fun. That's right. Unicorn is win too. So you don't lock yourself with that with Unicorn. Unicorn or Griffin Rider. Yeah, that's fair. Unicorn is just a free special summon. So adding a polymerization. Like the Royal Rare you have. Yeah, I know. I know the Royal Rare. So right here we can... Special summon this card from your end, then you can make any other Gun Cancel Ship Shari from your deck or graveyard. Okay, so that's fine, but that's not really what I want to do. So we summon this Su-Shape Shari Red. Then we special summon this one right here. Then we do this monster to try and get us the field spell, get us the other thing. That's pretty much not that good of a start. We could have done it the other way around, which would have been probably better, but I thought I could summon the Shirao. But I guess I can't, so we get this here. Really not the strongest board, but we can set our own field spell. Get ourselves some protection from spell or trap. I did not read. If it has battle protection, so be it. It's got an effect. Something's got an effect. Okay, you're adding back an Amazonas card. That's fine. That's completely fine. So we punch here. We don't do damage, but we are chilling. We could make Zeus, but that's just rude. We're not gonna go for that. We want to keep Mortis Suship. They're playing Amazonas. Like, we're not gonna be rude and play Zeus there. Oh, maybe the link is expired. I can generate a new one if you want. Like, I can go right now. Just go create an invite. Edit link. No limit. Done. Not expired. Generate the link. There you go. If you want to join the Discord, feel free to do so. Anyone that wants to join, we're just chill. We're doing some watch along. Like, we're doing a watch along of Railgun right now every Friday. So anyone that wants to join, have some fun, feel free to do so. And we just speak a bit about Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometime. Like, it's still a pretty new Discord. Like, the community is not that big right now, but we're building it up slowly. This link should work. It's just generated, so you just need, once you join, if you want to join, you just need to read the rules in the rule channel and do the small emote once it's done. I don't know why the points are not working. Like, let me see. Stream elements. Is it because it's not enabled? Maybe it's just not enabled on my end. I don't know. Is it module? Raffle. No, that's not the one I want. Okay, so you made a bit lady. I don't really know what she does. Do you know where I need to go for that? Because I don't know. Okay, so you're equipping this. What does this do? If they equip monster, attack the monster, destroy the attack monster. At least I'm protected from that. I'm gonna have to... Oh yeah. Like the... But I'm gonna need to look at the point thingy because it doesn't seem to be enabled. But yeah, you just need to say okay to the rules. You can go check some roles there. If you want to have any roles to like be notified when some stuff happen, just pick the roles that interest you. It's just for tagging purposes. It does not unlock any special server. I removed that normally, so you don't need to do that. Right here, you're taking damage, and I special summon this right here. Then I Xyz summon into the Dreadnought. Then Dreadnought effect first. Then I do the field spell second to stack a card. And we're gaming. We're so gaming. So we're gonna stack on top of the deck. I think we're starting another Showery because we might need it. Then we do this, and at the end of battle phase, I'm gonna be able to use a Dreadnought to negate your field spell permanently. That's one of the rare time I was able to summon a Suship from the second effect of the field spell. Usually you just get the small damage there and doesn't do much more. But hey, it worked this time. Okay, end of battle phase. We're gonna use that because it's only battle phase in the opponent's turn. And we're gonna negate the field spell permanently. That's gonna make it so you cannot special summon anymore. And it's a permanent negate, so that's pretty good. And phase there, okay. Then we got the Kaiju here that you can use to destroy your cards. What is in the grave? Oh, that's this thing. Okay, I see what it is. So we're gonna do that. Tribute summon this card. Bye-bye. Gameciel. Thanks for the third serving, Demavi. I hope you're doing good. How's your day looking? Okay, so they got the onslaught there. Can special summon an Amazonas, that's fine. We activate this, we special summon this card. We're gaming, guys. We don't want to stack that because we are gonna use this effect here. to be able to special summon this guy and then stack a card on top of the deck. So we want to get back the one from the grave and those one. I finished drinking like an hour ago, so I'm just vibing now. What did you drink? What type of alcohol beverage did you get? So we can get ourselves... I'm probably gonna get this one just for the draw. I won't get the double attack because I don't have the red one under it. But that should be fine. Like, we do this, we... do this. Not now. We don't need to. Bitter almond liquor. Ooh. I never had that, to be honest. I'm pretty new to everything that is liquor related, to be honest. So we do the uni, we choose this, we summon both of these. Then special summon a Shari Red. Then do we make it a 5 or do we make it a 4? If we make it a 4, we can go for the lethal, but I feel 5 is lethal too anyway. So if we put that up on top for next turn, then we can... Oh, that's gonna change the order anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm not knowledgeable on Jig, but my dad gave it to me like a year ago. Ooh, that's neat. We can actually add another Shari Red to the deck. So now we don't know the top deck. I would have loved to do this in another way. I kind of screwed up there. But I think we still have lethal. Like, that's 5.8k plus a 2.2k. So that should be more than enough. We draw a card here. Then we can negate everything to make sure that there's no effect that... Oh, we even draw the Ikura. So we do this, we select another card, we do this, we don't need to select the Gamma Seal. Then everything's negated and we can just go straight up battle phase there. I don't even need to punch more, like we got over lethal. Ah, no, I didn't want to do that! The game lagged there. I wanted to punch face. I might not have lethal then. Because I wanted to punch face there. I did not want to punch a monster. Well, it's the simulator situation. That's fine. And they get special summon something. I completely screwed up there. Well, we got a game, guys. We got a game on our hand. We had game. But we screwed up there for sure. Nah, this one is negated. It's permanently negated. No. You don't do that here. But it's not destroyed. No. Oh, that's bad now. Oh, it's not once per turn. It's the soft one. So I can just do this. Then I could give you the Gamma Seal. But I feel I'm fine. I'm just going to wait on this. And see what you can do. See if you can come back from this. Every single card on your field is negated now. I got 2 big ships and an Ikura on the field. Can you make a comeback? And I got a monster that can resummon from the shipyard. So I feel we are doing pretty good. We have a singular Sioux ship left. So after that, we're gonna need to go for other win cons. But we should be fine. Welcome in, let me pop off. How was your week? Did it go well? Do you have a lot of fun? Do you have good plans for the weekend? My weekend, like, right now is looking pretty good. Like, it's a 3-day weekend here because we got, like... I think it's called Labor Day in English, but it's like the day of the worker and all, so everyone's got the day off on Monday. So that's gonna be pretty fun. I'm probably gonna do a bike ride. I started doing a lot more biking lately, and it's so fun. I like it. I'm exploring somewhere. Like just yesterday, I went on a 1 hour and 20-minute bike ride for 25 kilometers. That was a really fun time. I had a lot of time there. So this year, how are you getting out of this? That's my real question. So you can make me take the battle damage from this, that's fine. And I think you cannot be destroyed, right? Oh, it can attack all monsters. I might be dead here. But if I do that, you forgore. I got an effect on my Sue ship. Negate. Now you take the damage. Then we do this. We pop the other one. Boop. And I feel we're doing good. Biking's good. Biking is so fun. I love biking. It's just so relaxing. A small thing on speedrun building, so you can see if it's worth the craft or not. Okay, I'm gonna look at it after stream. Also, they're giving you free kaiju target. Yeah, but the thing is, they're dead next turn. So they can punch into this, but I can just resummon another one. Zero! Welcome in! How are you doing? How is your day looking? Let me give you a shout out. It's before the end of the battle phase. We're gonna do that because Let's go!
No! No! You can't do that to me!
Instant regret! Instant regret! Did they surrender? I didn't see the clip completely because I was trying to do the shout out. Is it like let's go and you hit the jackpot and then they surrendered? No, not like this. Oh, you got robbed. We can just go battle phase here, and this time we just punch directly. But welcome in. I hope it went well. I hope your stream went amazing. Oh, only one of them can punch directly. That I did not know. Oh, this one does not have the... This one only has the Shuri, that's why. Oh, I forgot. But we're still doing fine. We can still punch into face, I think. Like, he's activating effect, but I negated all these a long time ago with Dreadnought. Went alright, Gibson was slow today. Oh, he forgot. Well, people don't think that the effect of the Sue ship exceeds 5. Which Balkan was fine, people already came up. Yeah, I know. I saw the coder like video with the MX Saber. Kind of a weird concept. You ban one FTK and then you enable another one with MX Saber. You surprised you lasted that long? You did a pretty good job, to be honest. Like, I got the hold of the game, but I could not finish you. Yeah, like the coder thing, I saw the video, and it's like with 1,000 Dragons. I never thought I would see this card be relevant at any point. But it's so funny, like people... Like Konami picks one of the cards that was unfun to play against, and they unbundle the same ban list a card that is unfun to play against. Because the MX Saber most of the time only is used for FTKs. Let me see. We can look. I can go look right now to see if we can craft the deck. Let me see. Did you post the build? It's right here. So let me look at that and see how much dust I would need. So create new. We could do unicorn here because you said you can add 2 unicorn. Yashira Bird. Right there. Where is my Yashira Bird? You add only 1 bird, I'm guessing, because you don't need more than 1. You don't need the true recovery. You can change the ratio. Okay. You just broke. Okay, that's completely fair. So let's see. First off, we're gonna add the staples. So triple Maxi. Then you got triple Ash Blossom. Then you got yourself triple Imperm and double Called By, 1 Cross Out, and then 1 Duster. Okay. I see. So Duster right here. Then you go, let's go for the Speed Droid. Let's see every card I can see. I'm gonna add Speed Droid completely because that's gonna narrow it down even more. So this 1 to 1, then you got this guy to 3, you got this guy to 3 2, then you got the spinning top to 1, then you got... I think it's not gonna be too bad. I think I almost can build it, to be honest. Only 2 of these guys. Then you got this 1 to 2. Then you get the checkerboard to 2. You have the small world. I have that too. Alright, Flan, I've been lurking, but now let me perish and me and Gumi are gonna watch OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Have a nice stream. Okay, have some fun. I hope you enjoy it. What season are you? Are you like OG? Thanks for the stretch. Are you on the OG one? Or are you like some season ahead? So, you said you removed the recovery. What is the recovery? Remove 3 recovery. Is it this thing? Okay, so this one I don't run in the deck anymore, right? That's what you're saying, right? Or maybe just at 1? Oh, you're starting from the beginning. So when the rule book were not... Oh, I can remove that for Unicorn. Okay, so I just run 2 instead. So I run 1 more Unicorn than you and I remove 1 recovery instead. Okay. Well, have fun. I hope you enjoy. We could do a watch along of maybe the Abridged series in Discord one time. Would you guys be down for that? Like, we just do a watch along of watching the Abridged episode that are out. I think there's like 40 of them. It's a good card, but can cause break. Okay, I understand that. So this guy, I don't know if the bike we're gonna run it, but that's a good card. So maybe this one for sure. Is there any other one that I'm missing? This here I have the cross out. Let's go for small world. Right there, triple small world. Then I'm missing 2 cards. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing one of the speedroid. I see it now. So this guy, yeah, Crystal Wing for sure. This one is for sure in there. I got the Duster, I got this. What am I missing? Oh, the trap card, the one you used, this one. So that's pretty much the list you're thinking about? You told me. And then for the extra deck, you said this, we want Crystal Wing for sure. I have a Crystal Wing already. Like a Crystal Wing here, you want 2 of these. I can understand why, because you can make it twice. You want 2 of this. Then for the other extra deck, Charged Warrior is pretty good. So it's not too bad, to be honest. I'm pretty close to just straight up building it. Like the extra deck, I'm probably gonna customize a bit. Like Barone for sure. Barone the Fleur. Like if we just go Synchro, that are win, and see what's available to us. Because I could you run level 2 tuners, right? Or lower. We could get the red-eyed dice with this. So I could even run this with Stardust. Like those 2 to get the Stardust package. We could get ourselves... Got Crystal Wing. Is this one a good one? Because I know Clear Wing people run it sometime. We could run a Shen Shen. For some... Can we make Shen Shen? I think we can with the die here. So maybe we run it. The bike, we probably want 1. Junk Speeder won't do much. Then this here, this there. I'm gonna need to look online what other people are running. But is this card good? This face up is unaffected. To all opponents' original attack. Once per turn, when spell trap card is activated, you can activate if you do destroy that card. That could be good. Because that's with a Clear Wing. So maybe this and just Clear Wing instead? Like, where is Clear Wing? I don't find it. I know it's somewhere around here. It's here. Yeah, I need level 10 on the Wind Synchro. Yeah, that's completely fair. Is this one a good one? It's just piercing, right? Inflict 500. This card, you can special summon this card. I don't think it's ever better than this one, so I don't think. There's a lot of good ones, but the issue is that Baron's always better to make at 10. Yeah, I understand that completely, to be honest. I think for now, that's gonna be the option for the deck, and I'm probably gonna go back to it. But that's a pretty good startup. It's not too bad. For sure, the extra deck is gonna be a bit expensive for now. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 URs, that's a bit much. But for the main deck, I have every single UR I would need, so that's pretty good. For tonight, though, I think we're reaching the end of the stream for now. So we're probably gonna go raid out. I already have someone that I want to raid out because like they're doing their subathon. It's their birthday soon, so I kind of want to raid into them. Chamber Institutional good as well for a UR. Okay. But I'm gonna have to look at it. I'm probably gonna go into Master Duel meta too a bit just to see what people are running, see what's happening, and make my decisions. Most of the time when I'm building a deck, I like to like look at what everyone else is building and then decide out of that. So let's see. I think I'm gonna start the raid for now. Like my eyes are getting tired of it, so we're gonna start the raid. We're gonna give it a lot of loves. Before we start the raid, do we want to do a custom message? We can do something about the subathon. So let's do this. Then right here we're gonna do, because I know it's her birthday somewhere. I don't know when, but it's her birthday too. So let's send her some love. And I hope you guys are gonna enjoy. Tina's really, she's really fun as a streamer. Like, I wish I was as good as her. But you can do that. If you don't have the emotes, you can always just do the cookie instead. Like, you can add those things instead. So let's do, like, let's say... Oh, I completely messed this up. Let me redo it. So we do this, we copy this. I'm gonna do the non-sub one for those that want to join in. So right here, then we do this, then we do... I cannot type today. I cannot type, chat. Help me! Someone help me! We're gonna do... Oh, that removed a lot more than I expected there. We're gonna do this, then this is gonna be the raid message for the non-sub. And for the sub, we're gonna have this one. We're just gonna fix the E that was in lowercase. So that's gonna be both raid message. I'm gonna start the raid right now. And let's send you guys to Tina Chino. Right here. There we go, we started. And on that note, for those that don't know too much and want to join back again, feel free to drop a follow. It's really appreciated. And usually I stream on Monday and Friday. I think for the Baldur's Gate that was happening on Wednesday, we're gonna move stuff up because it was kind of weird with 2 streams at the same time. So I decided, and I told Lily, so next week we're gonna be doing it exclusively on her stream. So I'm just gonna link it there. So usually I stream on Monday and Friday. Wednesday we're gonna have Baldur's Gate every time at 7 p.m. EST. And on Sunday at 1 p.m. EST, I'm having like some RPG most of the time. So we're doing Mega Man right now. So if that interests you, feel free to drop by, have some fun. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I hope you take care of yourself, you enjoy your weekend, you make the most of it. And the most important part is make sure you get some good sleep. That's important. I'm gonna see you guys next time. Bye-bye.